What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here with part 5, I believe, of the spells only Wuchang spells only Wuchang Fallen Feathers challenge run. That is hard to say. You have to forgive me, guys. I've had this migraine for like 2 days. Finally got over it, but I slept in after I did everything I need to do this morning. I was like, I'll just take a little nap, and yeah. So I finally shook the migraine. It's been like 2 days, so I'm a little groggy. So anyways, we're gonna jump into this. My bad for being 30 minutes late. I did not realize I was gonna sleep more than like 30 minutes, so yeah. But I definitely feeling better. This weekend was rough. I don't know why, but I haven't had a migraine in forever, and it just came out of nowhere, and it was just hard to shake. But yeah, sorry guys, I'm groggy because I took a really long nap to shake this headache finally, and now that it's gone, I'm just like on this fog. It's gonna be smoggy. Well, they certainly slowed down the spikes, didn't they? Oh, I forgot. I have to play spells only mode. Naturally. In a spells only challenge, one must use only spells. So who do we have left? We beat Huang Yan. That leaves us with our friend Feng Ling. Feng Ling would be next then. It's gonna kill you in one hit. I don't feel like fighting you. There you go. We don't do fair fights in this game. We're gonna drop down. Prepare for some craziness. You know, we are gonna have to kill a little bamboozler though. But not yet. Not yet. Matthias Rain says, I am your perfect AI partner. What is real anyway? Dude, these YouTube ads are starting to get creepy. Oh, I know it. They're pretty disturbing to me, and I'd say the scams associated with certain things like that are also getting more creepy. I woke up to emails saying like, hey, you know, like pretty much them threatening me from copyright and stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is nuts, dude. Sorry to hear about your migraine issue. I truly hope it gets better. I feel better now, but I'm just groggy because I just took, I slept like, so it was just the tail end of it, you know, and I was like, let me just rest for a bit. Usually after I drop my daughter off, I just start hitting the, you know, the content or hitting the old YouTube, but, I was like, I'm gonna rest for a little bit. Oh my gosh, that made me feel so groggy and just out of it. But my headache's gone, at least. So there's that. But yeah, I've had this migraine since, well, actually it was since Friday. So Friday night, that's when it started. But I don't know, man. I feel better now. I'm just like, it was just a lot of, I don't like taking medicine too much because I don't know. I just don't like to rely on it too heavily. But man, it was bad. Okay. Oh, okay. What are you weak to, demon? The thing is strong for no reason. I think I'm gonna try to do ranged there, I suppose. Matthias says, "Hope your weekend went well." It did. But I didn't. I felt so sick. I didn't get to see my mother, so I have to go either today or tomorrow to see her because she's got, you know, a surgery scheduled and whatnot. So I want to make sure I see her beforehand. But man, I was like, I felt that bad. There was no driving involved there. It's just one of those things where it's like you can't really feel better if you sleep or if, you know, because like when I get migraines, like my eyes feel like little stones. And it doesn't matter if my eyes are closed or not. You just always feel like this unpleasant, like dull pain. And it just gets worse and worse. And I get nauseous, you know. I felt sick. But it's been probably at this point, I would say years since I felt like that. But man, I don't know. Marcus says, "Hi, Mr. Inhuman. How's it going? Hope you had a nice weekend." I did, for the most part. I mean, I got to hang out with my family, or my, you know, my wife and daughter, but I did not feel the best. I had this terrible migraine, and I haven't had migraine in a long time. It just was not used to that. So it was okay. I mean, it was great because I got to hang out with the wife and daughter, but man, I did not feel the best, that's for sure. I was in bed a lot of the time, sadly. Rogue Bastion says, "So is this the game still worth buying to the last update?" Yes, the game is worth buying. Don't buy into all that fear mongering and all the ignorant people that are just trying to get engagement. The game is fine. The only thing the only complaint I have, and I'll go over the changes, and I'll try and not be impatient, but it's just this ignorance is something I just can't tolerate, and I'm surrounded by it all the time because of my profession. But the only thing that is annoying, and it's just a slight annoyance, and I'm sure it'll be fixed, is that ever since the update, now Wuchang moves like in this weird like jittery thing, and it's like a dual shock thing. So like if you're on PS5, she has like this weird, or using a PS5 controller, she has like this almost like 8-directional thing versus the smooth movement that she had initially. So that's obviously a bug, and I'm certain that'll be fixed. But who's laughing? But who is that? But anyways, that's the only thing that I find annoying. Does it impact performance or anything? No, it does not. The other changes that they made were to, they've added some additional lore and things of that nature to add clarity to the plot. The whole, oh, you can't kill bosses anymore. First off, that's happened in many games that have this kind of, that do tie in historical figures or whatnot to an extent anyways. Is the guy invisible or something? Anyway, I don't know what's happening here. And the other part of that is going to be that it's only the historically significant characters, and there's only a few in fact, because there's still some you can outright kill. But just like in those other games that I can't recall off the top of my head, but very similar style, there she is. You've had instances where, you know, you don't actually kill the enemy, you know, instead they just get defeated, and then you can, you know, they progress the story, say, hey, you bested me in combat, can't stop you, you're just too powerful, but hey, things are gonna get hectic up ahead, kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's just that, and it's not some game-breaking thing, but people want to make they want to get a click on a video. And that's why they start making it seem like the whole game is broken because of it. So it's just a bunch of foolishness in my opinion. And it does add a little bit more clarity to it. The only story thing that would kind of be a little bit that could use some smoothing over is that the Emperor, although when he was resurrected did have, you know, that monstrous transformation, he doesn't, you know, after the new update he doesn't die. So like that's the only thing they need to kind of gloss over, not gloss over, but like kind of smooth over in the story and be like, why is he an exception? Obviously we know why, because they don't want to be killing politically correct. That'd be like having the president in a video game and we snipe him and be like, well, we had to kill him because he was turning into a monster. Have you seen any game where you kill like an American significant figure leader? No, you haven't. So it's like, similarly, a country that's a little bit more sensitive to that stuff isn't going to have that. But you never see that in games here in the West because it's untouchable, right? You know, you can't touch the American leaders. How many times have you killed an American historically significant figure in a video game? Yeah. List them all for me now, because I can tell you there aren't zero. But anyways, I'm grumpy. People are stupid. My head hurts. Or it doesn't hurt anymore, but it certainly did. I'm just groggy, guys. You have to forgive me. Real groggy after that. I took a nap because I was just trying to get the tail end of that my migraine away, and now I just feel like, ugh. Oh no, I need madness. My spells cost a lot now. No, hold on. Let me run away real quick. I can't menu while I'm opening doors. But no, the game is still worth buying. If you didn't like it to begin with, then you won't like it now. It is nothing changed. If you liked it to begin with, unless you're like literally someone that is one of the people that are complaining of that specific group and Chinese culture, which I'm sure you're not, then you'll still like the game. It's just annoying when people try and they don't have knowledge of the stuff and then they try and create like this whole scenario, like narrative, like, oh, now the game doesn't make any sense. Now it's like literally they've added lore to the game. And you don't have to kill everybody in a game for it to be a good game either. There's been plenty of games where you can't defeat bosses, or the bosses take a knee and they're like, oh, you beat me. You know, so I just don't get it. Oh god. But anyways, gosh, I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna do my madness and stuff and then come right back. But yeah, sorry guys, I'm just in a bit of a fog, and I really apologize for that. I'm just like, you know, it's like the tail end of well, I don't know if you guys have had migraines before, but you get like this nauseous feeling, and it's that really gets me. I thought I just rested. Maybe I didn't. But let me catch up on chat. Okay, let's see. But you guys are awesome, and that's why I love having you guys here. Oh, I didn't even see Walter's chat. So Walter's in chat. What's up, Walter? I see Matthias saying hey to Walter. I see Marcus. I see Rogue Bastion. I see Fam. What's up, Fam? Marcus says hi, guys. Yes was nice. Thank you, Matthias. Hope you had a nice weekend yourself. Sorry to hear about your migraine. Oh, it's okay. Thank you so much. The pain is gone. It's almost like you get like this little, it's like a soreness afterwards, you know? It's like, cause you know, it's just the weirdest thing. I used to have migraines all the time, and fortunately now I don't, but it is annoying cause you don't just like, okay, I'm good now. It's been since Friday that I've had this migraine. So I was like just pretty much chilling all weekend. Cause it's just that gross feeling. Marcus says, I see Susanna has been changing my profile photos. Oh, nice. You know, the funny thing is, when I'm streaming using Streamlabs, it's a software, and I can't see the photos, or the icons even. I can only see your names, which is interesting. Oh, that was weird. Which is interesting, because I'm not able to see those little details. And dodge. Alright, it's like I'm fighting the Oompa Loompas here. An army of Oompa Loompas. Okay, I was gonna say, one of you is one shot. I know that. Oh, those little bastards. But I can't see that. I'd have to go like to the actual YouTube site or something. Rogue Bastion says, we're just waiting till I could get your take on it before I moved it from my wish list. Oh, no. No, Bastion, I hope that helps you. Like, if this is a game that you would typically kind of enjoy, like a Souls-like game, you would certainly enjoy it still. The changes really are most impactful to the group that was, you know, expressing their concerns, or, you know, and that's in the Chinese culture. So it's like that's a them thing that they were mostly concerned about. As a Western audience, you're probably not going to even notice anything aside from hearing YouTubers be like, you can't kill bosses anymore. It's like 2 bosses that don't die officially, and the only like one of them doesn't have a true death animation. Everybody else, like, there's a cutscene and they look like they're dead pretty much, and you get a letter, like a lore document that says like, hey, we're healing now and whatever, and that's about it. So it's like that doesn't really break the game, but apparently to some people it does. People that have no knowledge or whatever, or it ties to that particular group. I'm like, I think you guys just want views. I believe you're just starting stuff for no reason. But yeah. But no, I hope that if you were interested, that you're not now turned off from it. Don't let those ignorant opinions, you know, distract you or deter you from what you initially is a solid game in my opinion. Now another thing is it's a little bit easier because now of course you have a faster heal, you have iframes on the from the knockdown animation, so it's, you know, it's a little easier, which is nice. Ooh, I completely whiffed that. I wanted to try another spell, but I'll do this one. I'm getting eaten alive. Yeah, I'm still. But yeah, hopefully that at least helps you. It's just, people can really make a fuss of things, sadly. I'm gonna die. I'm playing so poorly today, I apologize, because this is not a hard encounter. I'm just... When I'm in a fog like this, my performance drops down significantly. But yeah, I don't want anyone to think that I'm at all frustrated with... You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. And you can have opinions. And even if you're like, well, they've done things to make the game a little bit worse, that's fine too. Like this, like the jittery thing, that bothers me a little bit. But it's not so much that it's now the game sucks, you know? People just kind of get all crazy about stuff. Have to say you don't sound like your normal self. Yeah, like I apologize. Yeah, I don't. I can even sound like, it sounds like I had a cold. You know, I was talking like this the whole week and I was like, ugh. But now I feel much better. It just, I shouldn't have taken that nap because now I feel so groggy, you know? I typically don't like to go back to sleep or, you know, anything like that because then it just makes you feel like kind of low energy. Well, that was strong. Let's see if that was the one-shot guy or not. Let's see. Because it's not a good test if it doesn't work against all of them. Let's see here. Ah, okay, so... Oh, wow, but the corruption is actually pretty effective against him. I'm gonna heal and then try not to die to the one little guy in here, the little Oompa Loompa man. Come here, sir. So they don't like corruption. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I think the game is still, I mean, it's still in its a good state in my opinion. If you didn't like it before, you won't like it anymore now unless you appreciate like the difficulty changes because they did increase the speed of the flask. They've also increased the knockdown frames and all that so you can get up faster. So they've made it a little easier. Enemies can be staggered a little bit easier as well. So I think in general they've made changes to make the game a bit more accessible. But it hasn't completely nerfed the game to where it's like there's no longer any difficulty, and from the story perspective, it's not even anything we would really notice as a Western audience, I would say. Neutral. Neutralized. I like that, Matthias. Neutralized. The threat has been neutralized. Could you imagine though? I couldn't. Oh! They would nerf that immediately. They'd be like, nope, he's got to be a zombie or something. Sir? Why do you have all the poise in the world? Hold on. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get hit by the poise and be in trouble here. We need some range. We need some range. Okay, that actually staggered her. That's good. Wait a second, you crazy lady. You know, I would... Ooh, okay, hold on. Hold on there. I want the hook. That would be a sick weapon. Whoa, man. Poise did so much damage to us right there. I'm going for a 2-strike right here. Oh my goodness. I gotta go for this, yeah. These enemies are ridiculously strong. Okay. We have no heals anymore. Leave that subject alone? Yes, Matthias. Might as well, right? We don't want to get in trouble here. What's up, Walter? Walter, I was not ignoring you. I didn't see, so the funny thing is when I start my chat, I think the first few chats are just don't show up. And then when Matthias starts talking, it's like, oh, I know this guy. Immediately puts Matthias as the first chatter. Rogue Bastion says, this game and Hell Is Us are my next two to buy. Hell Is Us is going to be pretty interesting. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys... Oh, actually, Rogue Bastion had beaten the demo before they saw me play. So that It's fun. It looks great. The only thing is, I think the combat's a little boring, but that's just because someone like me appreciates the challenge of things like that. So I hope that boss encounters have like unique, mechanics or something. They didn't include a boss encounter, which I thought was very interesting. So there's got to be something unique about the bosses, or it's just that there's so few they didn't want to spoil one of them. So I don't know. But in either case, I'm hopeful. And I think that, let's see, I am hopeful, and I think that the game's going to be tons of fun. I'm going to poison you. Can you? There you go. What does that do to you? Not much. I need a new spell. Can we get some fire going? Let's see. Oh gosh. Okay, never mind. Why am I menuing right in front of her, right? I am a bold guy. None of these are triggering Shimmer. Hell is Us is gonna be fun though. I will play Hell is Us, but I'll play it after I beat Chronos the New Dawn. And as long as I have time before Silent Hill F releases or launches, then yes. Better believe I'll be playing that. Okay. Is it just not enough damage? You dodged it. Okay. That was scary. Fam says just finished the game yesterday, but not actually end it yet. Oh, okay, you didn't actually choose the ending just yet? Which ending are you going for? Here's something I want you to know in my playthrough. Yeah, what's up? Let me know. What are your findings? For science, fam, for science. I'm gonna heal again. If I die to this enemy, uninstalling the game, right? Okay. The game's intact. The game is intact. I'm gonna change my spells. We have a terrible loadout right now. I wonder how they would deal with this stuff. Lightning and things like that. We'll change this up. That's kind of expensive. I might use this as well. It's just that these spells aren't particularly strong. I love this spell, but it just takes forever to cast. We're gonna try lightning, because I mean they're big. The big girls. We like the big ones. But yeah, I'm feeling better now that I'm waking up, warming up. The brain is not in a fog as much anymore. Alright, alright. I'm liking. Let me get behind her, because actually you're scaring me. Yeah. Okay, okay. Nice. Nice. That's too costly of a spell. There you go. And let's see if this does anything. Okay. They don't like magic. What about you? You with the knife. Approach me. Ooh, she tanked it though. As Fam said in the previous episode, I would love that spell if the arrows actually stuck in you. They stuck in the enemies and then they explode. Oh, that'd be so good. Then they'd be amazing. What if I just point blank range it? No? Okay, wow. Okay, I get it. This is the only spell I have that's that cheap then. It should die on the explosion. There you go, perfect. I didn't even see you. I'm gonna try and get the alacrity, if not I die. Okay, ready? No! We survived. But barely. I don't remember why I'd want to go up here yet. I don't think we do want to go here yet, right? We want to go around first? I don't remember the order that I did this in last time, but I think we're going to go straight. Fam says, so for Nian, I think they don't want you to kill him anymore, even if you choose to expose him. Really? Yikes. Yikes. Even if you expose him, so does he not turn red eye? That would be the ultimate test. If he turns red eye, when you go to Worship's Rise in Ruins, Whoa. Okay, I want to use this lightning strike here, so yep. That is so awesome. If only it had some tracking, that'd be sick. You should be dead with the explosion. Yes. That's interesting. We need to figure out if that's true or not. So if you expose him and if you've met him at all of the areas, it should be fine. He shouldn't be protected by any means because he should become a red eye, but I don't know. Okay, so you exposed him and he's sitting there on the cliff right now? Because if you don't expose him, he sits there on the cliff and then you chat with him. If you expose him, he should be hostile at that tree. It's the same tree where you fought the red eye soldier in the beginning. So that, I mean, that could be, but I don't know if is he an actual character, the historically significant character? Hold on, I didn't realize I was, oh, my back. Okay. Stop! Scary people. That was nice. What about this? They don't care about lightning much. How are you still alive, honey buns? Oh, right. Sorry I'm playing so poorly, guys. That's no fun to watch. So I'm coming from this. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to come around from the other angle. That's what I did wrong. He is incredibly resistant to just magic damage in general. I'm dead. That's okay. That's what we get for playing so bad. So even if you exposed him, Wuchang was just sitting on the cliff. Typically, if you expose him, he would then become hostile. He's a red-eyed enemy you defeat. There is an alternate outcome as well. If you don't expose him and you remain silent, he will be crying on the cliff. You cross the invisible bridge and then he's there on the other side of Annulum. That's typically the preferred outcome anyways. Fam says finally, I'm sorry, Harrison says finally made it to the bow capital. I switched from magic to full feathering at this point to use both Zhanlu one-handed sword and the Serpent Fang longsword. Nice. Harrison says if you expose Wuchang, you fight him. If you don't expose him, no fight. He goes into a house to cry after entering the dream. You get his armor and sword regardless. That's correct, but I'm just curious because Fam is thinking that they've changed it as a 1.5 to where he's not hostile if you expose him. That's what we're trying to determine. I haven't seen that. I think I didn't. I don't know what I did in this run, honestly. I have no clue what I did or didn't do. Get him. Explosion? Nice. Yeah, I don't know what I did or didn't do this run. I'd have to look back. Yikes. I think I might have remained silent, but I honestly don't remember. Fam says, yep, I got both of the wooden sword, and he moves into the house on their side of the collapse. So, Fam, you got all of that even though you exposed him? Are you certain you exposed him? Oh no. No! Why are you strafing so much? Oh! You should be dead. Point blank range, baby. Shotgun. Shotgun arrow right there. Swift Changes over on TikTok says, I enjoy the feathering spells playstyle more than magic. I think they're pretty much the same to me, minus the fact that there's different animations, but as long as a spell has alacrity, I'm fine with it. But yeah, we're using all spells, so technically magic and feathering, so, I mean, they're all pretty comparable to me. I think it's largely a matter of preference, but... Oh, my face! I forgot all about that one. Lovely. Lovely. All the heals. I do want to try... He seemed weak to this, but that's pretty costly. Let's see. Come here. Come here, little guy. Well, if you're not going to do that, I'll get you then. Nice. And you, ma'am. This has major stagger. That's awesome. Oh, no! I forgot about you. Wait, hold on. No shimmer there, that's fair. And he's spamming. Alright, sir. Let's not do that again. But that's cool, Swift. Pretty cool. Fam says, or maybe I messed up the choices with that Cloud Spire, but I'm not sure I want to fight him, so I chose to expose him. Oh, you're sure you wanted to fight him? Yeah, he's pretty fun to fight. Okay, here goes. We're tanking it. Big damage. That should do something. Oh, the explosion didn't get him. There it is. Cast the spell. Oh, no way. Okay. That's fine. This is fine. This is fine. I don't know, fam. I'd have to see. Man, I keep getting all these freaking calls. What do you want? I'm trying to buy a house I don't own. I don't own that. But you can send me the check anyways. Harrison says the only enemy that is worth fighting is Serpent Fang guy from the Rebel, since he gives you this longsword plus a luminous feather. Yeah, you can mess up his quest for that. That is one of the only times when you do an alternate outcome that you get like better stuff. If not, usually you get the same stuff, which is pretty cool. I like that it allows you to explore both sides of it and not get penalized with missing out on certain things. Let's see, this one's kind of expensive. Man, that spell bothers me. I want to like it. I don't. I just don't like it. It's not very good. And the big backs aren't going to be weak to any of that stuff, so. Somebody's shooting? I think someone's shooting. Swift Changes says the feathering spells look cooler. The spell Echo of Zhuanyangzi is my favorite. Man, the thing is, you don't get that to the very end, right? So. Jeez. Okay, she's just resistant to everything. Okay, he's dead. Let's not be all crazy. Crazy lady. Oh gosh. Nice. Nothing hurt her that effective, like that good. Oh, you stepped on it. She didn't trigger it though. Spells only, baby. And we'll go down here. I like the spell animations. I think they all look pretty nice. And number 2. There you go. Pick those crazy ladies out. Oh, he just came around the corner. Did I got rid of my Echo of Jutanga? What was I thinking? If only I could backstab. See what kind of damage that does. Not a lot, actually. Not nearly as much as I thought. We'll just have to go with Dutanga's spell for now, then. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You don't get it to the very end, then I'm not on a new game plus. I'm a fresh file kind of guy, so I don't even get it. I don't get to benefit. I don't get the benefit of using that spell. Oh, he died. Okay. I'll take it. You get a lustrous feather. The lustrous feathers are the +10 variations of the feather for leading Guo if you don't give him the secret letter at the Zhenwu antechamber. Bam, hopefully that makes sense. I said a lot of words right there. I want the ice spell. Yo, okay, let's just aggro one at a time. I keep forgetting there's 2 in there. I think he's a fun boss. I mean, a lot of the big bosses are pretty easy. They're just like, I don't know. I like the big bosses in this game. The humanoid bosses are quite easy for me. I have a better time with the humanoid bosses. You can get backstabs. You can get the deflections or parries. Alright, you're dead now. And what about your friend? Charge me. Alright, she's gonna sit there. We'll come down here to get the secret in a little bit. Hopefully, if I don't forget. If I do, please remind me if you're able to, if you remember. If not, no worries. We'll figure it out. Okay. The vases are incredibly weak to just actual magic, like Vorpal Blade and whatnot. Oh my goodness. I was reading chat. Harrison, damn you. Yeah. Come at me, brother. Or sister in this case. Alright, we got a brilliant red feather for upgrading. And that's about it for there. Catch up on chat. Yes, you get that feather early after doing that. Yep, but you're so close. Exactly. I was gonna say, you're so close to getting other ones anyways. And you can't even use them until you get that final chisel. You can't even use it. So it's like, you have it early, but you gotta hold on to it. So you can get up to 3 in that way in a single playthrough. Otherwise, you're guaranteed 2 essentially. 1 from the panda, one from the panda, and then you get 1 from the Forgotten Shrine type area. I forget exactly what it's called, but oh no! Nice. Didn't have to do anything. Oh my. I mean, now we can come up here. Is she's gonna make it out, and she, yeah. I figured you'd make it safely. Okay. Now we've got Snowfall Palace Guard over here. Let's see. I'm thinking, we try ice, right? I think you would try ice. Oh man, so Marcus says, how you getting on with Penny Dreadful? I'm on the last episode of season 1. And I was correct in some of my theories, and it was insane. I knew it. And I also knew certain things, like I knew Frankenstein was gonna use a certain somebody as his creature's bride, or you know, I was like, oh my gosh, I just knew it. And it's something that you just dread. You're like, it's gonna happen, isn't it? And yeah, so I'm at the very last episode of season 1. Apparently there's 3 seasons, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. But I wanted to pay attention to it, and I was like in and out of sleep this weekend much of the time, so I didn't watch too much of it, but I got all the way to the end of that first season, and it's great. It's just such a great show. Such a great show. Oh, with a follow-up strike. An endless combo, I tell you. But yeah, that show is great. My gosh, it's a great show. Something about the intro song, man. Gosh, it's just so powerful too. The intro song, I never skip it just because it's just such a great song. I can't even play the damn game. Marcus says, yes, werewolf revealed in the last episode. Yeah, that was insane. I was like, oh my gosh. That was pretty cool. I figured though, I did figure that he had, because they started introducing all these main characters. Why would he return to the scene of the crime? It was just so interesting to see that. But guys, sorry I'm playing so poorly. We should be way, way beyond this, but it's fine. Fam says the mercury that gave you is 100,000. Whoo! And madness. Yes, RB was really good. Rogue Bash and says always reminded of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. That's a good one too. I enjoyed that one as well. You know, watching it now, it's a little bit more like, it's got some cornball moments, especially with the American guy, because I'm like, yeah, like, so why is the American guy so lame? But it was fun. I like that actor, but I like him in like, hey, I'm a high school kid and I'm a loser trying to get like a popular girl. He's good for that role. Not so much for the old, you know, all the rest of the stuff. You know, let's not do this. We don't have to do this old song and dance, do we? Sorry, I'm playing so poorly, guys. I'd be way beyond this if I was a better man. Oh my gosh, I didn't know they could follow me down here. They have never done that before. Oh my gosh, I'm surrounded by an army of little demons. What is happening? Thank you. That is insane. I've never seen that happen. Where they come down to follow me? That was fun. I'm getting my butt handed to me. Stagger. Okay, she's just very tanky then, I guess. I just don't remember her being such a pain in the butt with melee, and she's not. You can take her out pretty effectively, but she is quite resilient to spells. Man, that was rough. Have you seen the film 28 Years Later? I have not. I've seen 28 Days Later, and then I've seen 28 Weeks Later. I have not seen 28 Years Later yet. I think it's still in theaters, right? Is it? I think so. I need to get this. It's still in theaters, I think. That's a creepy little laugh. Have you seen it? And if so, what's your opinion on it? Ice is probably not gonna... Yeah, because ice preserves them, right? So I think fire would be much more effective. And if fire's more effective, then it's probably better to have a spell like this. And they're probably going to be quite resistant to corruption too, so. But yeah, I have not seen that movie yet. I hear stuff. I hear things. He's dead. The fire will kill you. It's only a matter of time. Harrison says the only one I liked is 28 Days Later. 28 Days Later is definitely one of... It's just a very memorable movie for me. It's very, very good, especially the ending, the song "In the House in a Heartbeat." That was just an amazing song, by the way. Absolutely love that entire development at the end. It was so good, so good. Butterflies, what's up, butterflies? Butterflies says hello, Inhuman, and everyone. Good day today. It was, man, I'm not gonna lie. I had a migraine all weekend, and it was at the tail end of it this morning, so I slept a little bit more, and I overslept, and it made me feel really groggy, and I was just kind of still on the tail end of it, and I I was really grumpy in the beginning of the stream, but I feel much better now. I think I just had to get out of that fog, but I am feeling much, much better. Fam says, the next thing is I missed the item in Zhenwu Temple for Wukong and come back later after Worship's Rise, but Wukong won't take it anymore. What do you get from that area for Wukong? I don't remember. I don't remember what you get from Wukong. What did you get for eating those corpse bags? And death. As if on cue. Mark says, that was filmed on Holy Island, which I mentioned to you. I live a few miles from there, also known as Lindisfarne. That's insane. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's really cool, Marcus. That is really cool. I don't think there's been any cool like filmings or anything like that in my area. That is awesome. Walter says, hi, butterflies. Harrison says, 28 years later feels like a sci-fi original movie for me. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Is it like, I don't know, is the production value there? Or what is it that makes you feel like, is it kind of corny, like low budget? Or is it just, maybe you can't take it seriously for what reason? You know, I'm curious. This is odd because I always thought this would somehow tie back to a shortcut or something. Like maybe we could break through this, but you don't ever come back here. So, the item that expands Wukong's shop in Zhenwu Temple. Yeah, I just don't remember what it is. I was wondering if you knew specifically what that item was. Fam, I'm sorry, I didn't clarify. But I wanted to know what item, you know? You can come down here, but honestly just go around because we're going to circle around anyways. And we got some sploders and other stuff down here, I think. We don't want to come down here yet. We can grab this item though first. Watch these guys kind of fight it out. He's pretty much dead after 2 burning... What are they called? Burning flames? Infernal flames. And you should be dead. Or not. Are you a tanky boy? He is. Brilliant red feather for leveling. We'll circle back around here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I sent Glut down here, so we should have an encounter with a unique enemy. This is his master. This is so cool, guys. This is new. This is new. Ah. Wuchang looks like Cinderella on a stroke. Marcus says, I haven't seen it yet. I'm in UK, so waiting for... Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I think it's still in theaters. I went to the theaters like I watched Weapons. And Weapons was okay, but I just thought that the overall reveal was pretty lackluster. But I think the movie was great overall. Harrison says, you get Lotus armor set and 2 Lotus spells from Wukong after giving him the item from Zhenwu. The Tome of Silver Seeking. Okay, I was like, what's the item though? Yeah, I think you get that from one of the rafters up top or something. I don't remember exactly what. It's right next to that area, but on one of the upper levels, I think. You had to give him before Worship's Rise and Ruin. That makes sense. That makes sense. Marcus says, some friends of mine were extras in the film. That's cool. That's really cool. That is awesome. We're going to change up our spells just a bit. Go back to something that gives me a little bit of movement. I need alacrity. And we're going to go here and maybe here next. And that's about it. I don't need all the spells, just some of them. This is great, guys. This is does that not look just like the guy from Sekiro? Wolf? Kinda does. Oh no. So this was Glut's master. This is insane. A very special encounter. I'm sure we'll get Glut's token from this guy. Nice hit. But you're dead now. So we get Glut's token and the Mad Doctor set. If I'm not mistaken, we already have that set, am I right? I don't think I put anything away. That's really interesting. Hold on. No, I must know. Yeah, I think that's just the actual Mad Doctor. We can get the set anyways, though. Okay, so let's take a look at the lore then. I'm actually quite interested to see what's popping here. So, Mad Doctor lore. Oops. Ah, I forgot how to menu. Not much in terms of lore, actually. He was just a crazy guy, essentially. And I thought it could have been the Taoist and he just changed his name, but nope, we actually found the Mad Doctor himself. So wow, that's really interesting. And that, of course, is Glut. Oh my gosh, that is so sad. I did not know he'd be there. Oh my gosh, that is terrible. No. Glut, you little bastard, I'm sorry. That's so sad. Oh, that sucks. Rogue Bastion says, I live in Oshawa and we have all kinds of movies filmed here. R.S. McLaughlin's mansion is used for all kinds of films, most only the X-Men mansion. Oh, cool. It's just down the street from you. Harrison says, as for 28 years later, the production feels cheap. I read they use iPhones to film. Even the effects are worse compared to the original movie. Which is interesting because a lot of times people try and say, we're going to use iPhones or whatever else, not for budget purposes, but because they're trying to capture a certain feel. So that's interesting. That is cool. Fam says, after that, he only takes the Gilded Axe and the Giant Bronze Arrow. Yep, that's the last thing in Warship's Rise. Yeah, you can get the set from the regular guys. I just thought it was unique, but it's just a way to get the full set. And again, a really cool addition because you can give the item to Wukong and you're guaranteed to get the Mad Doctor set. But I thought that was really nice. Nice addition. And it's sad because you get to, you get Glut's token and all that. You can essentially get Glut's token and Matchstick's token in any of the different variations of their quest lines and still be fine to get the Butler set and of course Shen to safely go on the ferry lookout. So I just cannot believe that. That was so sad. I didn't think you're gonna see his body. That was really sad. Going from Penny Dreadful to 28 years later is like night and day. Yeah, they are different. But yeah, the cinematography and Penny Dreadful, oh my gosh, man, that was so scary. Penny Dreadful is top notch, man. Okay, that was scary. What is wrong with this game? I'm just not remembering any of these things, so like all this is quite scary. If I was like in my prime, I'd be good, but man. We're gonna go ahead and dodge that. And we're gonna dodge that too. And why not? We'll dodge all of these. Keep them coming, sir. Keep them coming. I'm gonna get hit there. Dead. Okay. Well, burning or infernal flames is the way to go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. No more traps, I presume. I was so sad about Glut. That was terrible. Marcus says, yes, Harrison, but the island is only 3 miles long and it's bad for power cuts, so probably couldn't use proper filming equipment. Oh, that's interesting. Matthias says, on my first playthrough, because I chose Glut to go after his master, this unfortunately is his horrible fate. Matthias, I cannot believe you saw this. Is so sad. Oh, I don't even want to look at it. No. Poor little guy. Oh, I feel so bad for him. K-Light says, hello, what's up, K-Light, over on TikTok? Oh, that's terrible. Oops, I didn't pull the lever. Marcus says, I know 28 years is not good, but I go to Holly Island all the time, so curious to see. Oh, for sure. The island's cut off from the mainland a lot by tides, so it has power issues. That's pretty interesting then. Maybe that is largely a reason why they took those, made those changes or whatever, like, and they decided to film with the iPhones. I thought it was more of an artistic decision, not one out of necessity. Fam says, at least he's still in one piece. Imagine seeing his cloth near one of those giant boiling pans. Oh no, I would be sad. I don't like to see the kiddos get hurt, man. Hurts my heart. Oh my god, I didn't destroy it. Okay. I thought I one-shot it. Instead, I was just... No, I did not. Get out of my face. I'm gonna get rolled. Would you stop swinging? My gosh. You vicious little thing. No secret here. I think we've confirmed that, right? Which is interesting. Interesting. Well, fam, he's certainly not in one piece if you go the other option. So if you go the other route, and the other route being if you choose to send him to his the leader of the Yonder gang, and you make it to the Avian Marsh, Glut and Matchstick do not have a happy ending there, and let's just say they're not in one piece. In fact, you can't even see what's left of them except their tokens. So, yeah, this game's dark. Oh, why am I doing this? I could get some free Skyborn Might. Come here. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I am playing pretty poorly. I'm just getting over that migraine was killer this weekend. And I shouldn't have taken a nap this morning because that messed me up. Messed up my feng shui. Alright, we're gonna go here, watch for this dude. There you go. I'll see if I can get him to launch a projectile. We can get some Skyborn Might out of it. Yeah, he was... Okay, oh gosh. There you go. That works. Whoa, that was a big blast. Oh, he's dead anyways. Really? Okay. No, my back. It got me back. It got me back anyways. Why did I sound like a pirate there? It got me back. Whoops. My inner pirate came out. Marcus says, to be fair, the locals on the island are quite weird anyway. Probably didn't need a lot of zombie makeup. So everybody joining, we're talking about 28 years later, which I haven't seen yet, but I am kind of interested to see it because I like 28 days later, and 28 weeks later was not very good, but I mean, I did watch it. I need some Skyborn Might, please, sir. And that should be the end of you. Okay, his projectile dissipates, so when they die, their projectiles die as well. They die along with them. Oh gosh. Actually, yeah, we'll do this. We'll get behind you, sir. Okay, I was trying to go line of sight, but he lived anyways. Sir, can you hit me? I would much like that. I'll just get the Skyborn Might the hard way then. Okay, you should be dead now. Let's not forget to kill the cuckoo. Off-screen death. Oh my gosh, damn it, fam. I was reading fam's chat and I got smashed by this little coffin here. Let's see, where's the cuckoo? There it is. I was like, I know I hear one. Off-screen deaths are definitely a way to mess with your head. Because you're like, oh hey, oh my gosh, they're dead. Okay, that's not good. I say, I know you, and then it's like, oh. Weird is the only way to go, says Bastion. Oh yeah, naturally. Yeah, exactly, Marcus. This is an old franchise cash-in. No, I would say no I don't even know what you want to call it. The entertainment industry, whether it be gaming, whether it be movies, things like that, none of them truly have unique thoughts or IPs anymore. So what they do is they do the reboots of everything that we already grew up with and saw a million times, right? So it's quite disappointing because a lot of times you're just like, well, I hope I can enjoy this because I've seen the original, and then it never lives up to the original, or they usually just use the name very loosely and use a lot of creative licensing to mess up and chop up the story even more. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's sadly a thing that you don't really see, but I would say Wuchang, although it didn't redefine the genre, it was an excellent addition to the Souls-like genre because they made a lot of improvements on things that are in the genre that I typically am not a fan of, like weapon durability and the skill tree being so hard to respec and things like that. So those are things I truly like and appreciate, and it's things like that that make it very clear that they're aware of what people want to see. And even things like running and not using stamina while you're not in combat. That's huge. When you're in combat or being chased by an enemy, then the stamina starts to deplete. That is a huge quality of life thing that we've asked for so many times, and they just very recently and inconsistently include that in games. So it's really neat to see kind of those developments, and I think that Wuchang Fallen Feathers is an excellent game. I'll stand by it until it is not. But I think it's great, and I don't think 1.5 has done anything negative to it. It's made it easier, more accessible. Because of some of the speed, the sped up health, the iframes on the recovery animation, and things like that that were a little annoying on the playthrough, but the original playthrough anyways. But ultimately, the game has been made more accessible, a little bit easier. It's got more clarity in terms of the lore as well, and some a little bit more finality in certain quests. I truly enjoy it. I think it's a great game. I really do love it. It's one of my favorites for sure, and that's why I've been playing it nonstop. Fam says, the next thing is the thing I felt like a scam for me and the most funky at the same time. Really? I need to know what you're talking about then. I need some... Oh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? Okay. Crazy ladies. I'm coming for you. Oh, I got interrupted? No way. Oh, my leg. Okay. Eat that. Should have gone with my go-to spell. Also, threw a flying dagger at the dead body just to make sure. Just to make sure. This is a big problem for me. Being 57, I can't remember when I last saw an original game or movie. Yeah, you probably haven't in a long time. I know I haven't. Let's go down here really quickly. I would like some Skyborn Might, please, sir. There you go. I'll take the Blight. I'll take the Blight all day if I can punch him in the head with an axe. Okay. And we're going to grab this. And we can use a heal to get our health back and go up this. And now we're back where we started. Squid Game wasn't... I know you're talking to Rogue Bastion, Marcus, but I'll tell you why I thought the original Squid Game was okay, but I think it was grossly overestimated. There's been countless life or death game type shows and things like that. I'm a real big fan of anime. And not only that, but even live action Japanese shows of that very same exact topic or whatever have been around for so many years that it wasn't new to me. And so when the Korean, I guess not developer because it's not a video game, but whatever, Korean producers or whatever made that, I was just really shocked that it was like went so viral. I was like, it's good. It was very decent, but it's not anything new. It was not at all new because that concept has been explored countless times in Japanese culture, whether it be anime or whatever else. So I was just like, why everybody's like really on this? But I was like, it's not anything new. I've seen this probably dozens of times across the various anime. Some of my favorite animes are actually that kind of like death game kind of thing. And it was just so interesting that people just really enjoyed it as much as they did. And that's kind of when the Koreans started coming mainstream on the Western side of things. And for the gaming purposes, that happened with Lies of P and Stellar Blade. But from the show standpoint, Squid Game really brought their type of, I don't know, their type of cinema to the West, which I thought was really neat. I mean, I love and appreciate all that, so I just think it's really neat. But long story short, it wasn't new to me because I'm like, I've seen that stuff. And also, as it pertains to Korean type shows in general, Kingdom was one of my favorites. Like, they have excellent horror and they have excellent drama in particular, just in general. So Kingdom was a great way. So anybody that's interested in Wuchi the Wayfarer, if you would, I'm dead. Anybody interested in Wuchi the Wayfarer, the game that's coming up, it's coming from a Korean dev, and it's based off the Joseon era. Joseon era is the kind of like, it would be equivalent to like, you know, an old-timey period piece that you would see like in like, you know, medieval type times, right? So that's when there were kingdoms and dynasties, things like that. Well, the Joseon era was led by a certain individual, and that's that era in particular. That's where the game takes place. Well, if you are not familiar with it and you'd like to learn more about it, if you watch Kingdom, which is on Netflix, that also takes place in the Joseon era, and it's kind of like a zombie-esque based on that period of time, but it's not truly zombies. It's really good. And there's even a prequel series to it that gives you additional lore. It is fantastic. One of the best shows I've seen in a very long time, but it's called Kingdom, and it's a Korean kind of period piece in the Joseon era that has to do with like, let's just call it like zombies, but it's not really zombies. Really, really great. But Squid Game was not very unique to me because the Japanese had done so much of that already, and I've been seeing it for like this point decades, and I absolutely love it. To see the Korean iteration of that was really nice, but it wasn't new. You know, it wasn't anything that I hadn't seen. So I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, this is good. But then I was like, damn, people like love this show. I thought it was very good. I didn't think it was very unique, but I did appreciate it. Everything was there in terms of the quality and all that. But I just thought it was very interesting that people just absolutely loved it as much as they did. Is she gonna throw a dag? Okay. One more dag. Okay, never mind. You're dead. But yeah, very good. Something about Zhao Yun. I thought after a fight. Okay. After you fight him, you'd get his spear, but you get the Malice Sting. Yeah, you can only get his actual spear from the deluxe edition. That is correct. That is correct indeed, fam. You get the spear that they awarded him, but you get his real spear from the DLC. They are going to do DLC or deluxe edition compensation. Oh my gosh, hold on. Oh my gosh. That was so cheap. Inner demon self. So you do actually get, we're going to be getting some compensation items because there was a slight bug at launch where everybody was able to get the digital deluxe edition items. That has since been corrected. Where'd she go? But anyways, what happens is everybody's going to get access to the digital deluxe, not digital deluxe edition items, but a new set of items called the compensation items because of that error. And so they're working on finalizing those now. They're in like the high polygon phase of the creation of it. So something to consider. Where did she go? Oh, lovely. There she is. Oh, I hate that. Stop shooting me, lady. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Ah, shoot them, not me. Shoot them, crazy lady. You've got to be joshing me, right? Squid Game's just based on the death game genre movies from the 80s. Rogue Bastion, thank you. You said the same thing I did. Marcus says, yes, you're right. I retract that then. Oh, I've seen that. Kingdom is really good. Kingdom is excellent. Yeah, so I wasn't, like, trust me, I am, like, the most, like, I'm open and eclectic in terms of, like, all the things I enjoy. Like, I'm not just, like, I only like Japanese type horror or whatever. It's like, no, I love all of that. And in fact, I'm quite close to, like, the Korean culture in a certain way because my wife used to live over there for a period of time. So, and she taught English over there. So, you know, there's like, I have a lot of ties to the Korean culture, Japanese in particular, because I was always so fascinated by everything they were doing when it came to the game innovation, anime, and all that stuff. So that's always been the thing. But I love seeing the differences. And I love whenever we as a Western culture kind of are accepting of that and see the different things they can bring as well, because it's just so interesting, honestly. And that's the way I think you really can learn to appreciate other cultures, other people, and things like that. And I believe that's incredibly important, especially nowadays. Soon Inhuman will watch K-pop Demon Hunters. You know, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard good things about it. But my niece saw it, and we go back and forth with different anime suggestions a lot of times, but I have not seen it yet. I didn't really have too much interest in seeing that in particular. I watch plenty of anime and all that, but I typically like a little bit more, slightly mature, you know, like a little bit more violent, stuff like that. You know, stuff like that. Okay, guys, who thinks I'm gonna make it through this time? K-pop Demon Hunters, it probably wouldn't be bad, honestly. It probably wouldn't be bad. You know the production value's there, so you know it, they wouldn't be a quality issue by any means. How did you not get stunned? Oh my gosh. Okay. Harrison says, honestly, the best magic sword is Watcher's Gaze from the Deluxe Edition. It's weird we barely get weapons that scale with magic, like the one is the Astral Blade from the Centipede boss. Well, any of the one-handed swords give you some scaling, so if I have them, any of the one-handed swords are going to give you scaling. They all give you spell power scaling, and then the variation is minimal at best. You know, the variance that you get from the buff is pretty minimal. The biggest buff is the Astral Blade, and then of course the Plume Sword, which you get at the very end. The Watcher's Gaze gets beaten over time. But yeah, I mean, the scaling is, the difference is quite minimal. Alright, I'm tired of dying. The best thing they've done, acting and story direction, I think they do pretty well. I think they do quite well. And but I've been watching their shows. Like, there's a great show. It's like a lot of their dramas, you know, before they came over with the horror stuff on the Western side of things. Like, it had Rain in it. Rain is one of their, well, he was, well, I don't know if he still is technically, but he's like a K-pop dude, and his name is Rain. He was a ninja assassin, for example, which I thought was always so strange because he's Korean, but he was in a ninja movie, and ninja, of course, are Japanese, so I thought that was really interesting, considering their past as well. But in either case, I saw that movie, but I already knew who he was because I'd watched Full House. Full House was a drama where he was like a rich guy and he had someone that was living with him, kind of thing, and they ended up falling in love, kind of thing. It was pretty cool. I mean, it was like one of those like, oh yeah, it's good, you know. So I had seen him from that first and knew that he was an artist long before Ninja Assassin. I thought it was very odd. I was like, wait, he's Korean, he's not Japanese. Why is he in a ninja movie, you know? But casting is always crazy, especially in Hollywood. They're like, yeah, you're Asian, right? Yeah, let's throw you in here. It's like, wow. They've done a lot of stuff like that, though. It doesn't surprise me. Okay, I have Big Girl coming up. Come on. Get wrecked, dude. Okay. Okay, you're dead. Now I can take your big self out. What worked with her? I don't even remember. I'm taking this because I'm greedy. No, I'm not. Okay. Direct hit. Oh my gosh. And just so you know, guys, I'm gonna have to come back and die here anyways to get that item at the end. Oh gosh. No! Get punched. You're gonna dodge it, aren't you? Oh my gosh, why was that so hard? Whew. This has been the toughest part, mostly because of my own mental fog, but also because I forgot about a lot of the little intricacies of this area. Oops. We've got Hong Lan up ahead. Oh, nice. So Bastion's been into anime for a while because of a army base he served in. Very interesting. Let's speak with Hong Lan really quickly.
If you're here, the bridge must have been lowered.
It was. Anime was drastically different from anything that was on TV.
Deal with the guards outside.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. Arcane was very good. Yeah, it was good. Wasn't quite anime, but it was animated, and it was very good. I think the first season was much better. Second season kind of went everywhere. Of course, the animation and the valley and all that was really good, but I'm not sure if I fell in love with the whole story as much as I did at the first season. The first season was incredible. I enjoyed a lot of the story elements from the second season, but there were a few things that I feel like they dropped the ball on that could have added a little bit more oomph to it, added more like that emotion that you really want, or like that feeling of loss and things. I feel like they missed the mark on some of those as it pertains to Jinx and Vi's line in particular. Oh guys, I'm tired of dying. Starting to get frustrated. Talking about Korean, do you want to know about the general? The Alidoro's Hwando? That's Alidoro's Hwando. What's Hwando? Oh, you mean the general that Alidoro mentions? Yeah, he was, if I'm not mistaken, like, he was real. That's what the Two Dragon Sword is based off of, if I'm not mistaken, if that's what you're talking about. Come on, come on. Actually, hold on, I don't need you. I'm sick of this right now. And let's see, this is probably gonna be the best bet. Man, they hit so hard. They hit quite hard indeed. I'll read in just 1 second, guys. Sorry, I am just sucking at the game today. I can't get the backstab. Okay, I was gonna say, that's weird. I'm watching you. At this point, I mean, just to get one freaking Skyborn might, man. Let me proceed just a bit further, and then I'm gonna catch up on chat because I am quite behind. Get out of here, you crazy ladies. Okay. Had to do that. Sorry, I had to focus for a little bit.
What is it? You? Our debt is settled. The next
We get the +1 dragon pendant.
mercy.
I don't understand why she's just...
Our debt
The only thing is she didn't realize she's being manipulated, but it is what it is. Alright, let's catch up on chat really quickly, guys. No, what's up, Matai? I did miss your question. What's your question, brother? I didn't hear you respond, but you were able to check out the Wuchang. Oh yeah, I didn't hear your question. I'm sorry about that, Matthias. I did watch the trailer. No gameplay, but just the premise alone, you know it's gonna be like Black Myth Wukong-esque quality. It looks fantastic, and yeah, it's gonna be great. That's why I mentioned Kingdom, because I had seen the trailer because you mentioned it. And I was like, yeah, I definitely want to check that out. And it reminded me because I learned that it was of the Joseon era of Kingdom. So yes, I have seen it, and I suggest if you are not familiar with that era, you look into the Joseon era horror kind of show Kingdom, and it's just great. But that is on streaming, so I don't know if it's something you might have access to, but certainly pretty awesome. If I remember correctly, I killed all these ladies with corruption. You love your corruption, Harrison. My parents really focused on us reading when we were young, and some of the first books I read as a preteen were Dune. Oh, Dune's good. Interview the Vampire. I've read that one, actually, and Foundation. Between that and seeing Star Wars at 10 years old, I've been a sci-fi fantasy fan ever since. Same, except I was raised off of like horror movies and stuff, so I was like 3 years old. I was watching like Jason and Freddy Krueger and all that stuff. But then, of course, I'd love the sci-fi as well. That's kind of what stuck with me. Horror movies, at this point, to me, are kind of all diluted, and I can predict every jump scare and whatever anyway, so it's no fun. No fun. There's no challenge in it. There's a theme you might sense here. I think I like challenges, right? Even when I'm chilling. Dune's heavy going at that age. Dune was crazy, especially if you read some of the later, like when you talk about the son and all, his son. Oh man, it's crazy. For this part, I just ran back across the bridge and let those swinging bats deal with the mist tank. Oh, I should have, to watch her just fall down. That's what I should have done, Walter. Did you get the chest behind the door? I haven't, Harrison, but I'm going to.
You there? Halt!
I do need to get it. Thank you for reminding me.
Young'uns like you, trust me. Ahead lies the lower reaches of Snowfall Palace,
DC or Marvel on the cover at that age.
given to young one,
We get a bamboo shoot for our troubles.
young one.
We're going to go ahead and run up here, activate this lift. This will be the second lift in this area. We're going to tag the shrine, and then we're going to go ahead and go back and get the goodies behind the door. What can I say? This game favors fire and corruption. It definitely loves fire. Corruption, a little more situational, but very effective in a lot of scenarios. Lots and lots and lots of. Just for the sake of my memory, we're gonna go here. The fog is clearing ever so slightly. Why would you shoot me, you little rat bastard, if I'm helping you? Idiot. We're trying to take on the big one, and that guy gets the idea. Let me shoot this chick in the butt. I think that would be cool. What a coward. Alright, let's come down here. Oh, balls! I wasn't paying attention. No! I was looking over at chat. No, no, no! Now we have to die to those chicks again. Yeah, I saw. Fam, I was acknowledging your chat. I was saying, go ahead and tell me, but I do know about it. The sword from the Two Dragons sword is actually tied to a real character. I'm gonna go ahead and warp back to the other starting area for this, actually, which should be the shaft entrance. I am familiar with it vaguely because I did some lore on it, if I'm not mistaken. But please enlighten us further. I'd love to hear more. I would love to hear more. Let's try that again, guys. Sorry for being so sloppy today. It's kind of disappointing because we've been playing at such a high level. and then I'm kind of playing like trash. What is he shooting at? Matthias says, but regardless, thanks for letting me know about. Oh yeah, of course. You would probably enjoy Kingdom a lot, Matthias. I think you would enjoy it quite a bit, in fact. You have pretty similar tastes to me in a lot of these things. I have a feeling you might really like it. Let's go to Snowy Passage really quickly. Bastion says, parents were very much into education when I was young, so comics were a no-no. My parents pretty much, I mean, I was like, well, I say I was. I am incredibly smart and handsome and humble. I was kidding. So no, as a kid, I was pretty much able to, they wanted me to go along a certain path, but I was at the point where I was like, I kind of saw beyond all the fluff of like, I don't know, like the whole normative expectations of society and stuff at a very young age. So I remember having a very interesting talk with my parents at like 9. Long story short, pretty much they're like, oh, this guy, he's just gonna kind of do whatever he wants, isn't he? And I was like, yes, I am. But not in a bad way, you know, I wasn't some crazy kid or anything. I definitely was very good student. I was not into bad things or anything like that, but I liked what I liked. And I knew what I liked, and I wasn't going to pretend otherwise, you know, and I thought that was kind of one thing I didn't like about what I saw and learned and could see at a very young age from society. I'm like, I don't really care to do all the performative stuff. I just want to be real. So it was kind of interesting. But anyways, my life is... That's another chat. That's for a whole nother chat one day. But yeah. I am a weirdo. Oh, there's a trilogy. Okay, so fam, what is it? Is it what is the what show or movies are you referring to? That's pretty cool. So we could learn about the general that the Two Dragon Sword and Lies of P is based off of. Is this not the right one? Oh no, it's not. Of course it's not. This is the right area, but this, however, is not the right lift. I need to go on the lift, right? Where's the lift? I need to go back to the shaft entrance. Shaft entrance, then we take the lift directly across from us. Not the one that's around the corner, because that'll take us to the beginning. Oh no! I didn't delete it, Rogue Bastion. I just saw something about you couldn't read comics because your parents were real big on education, so that was a no-no. Essentially, they were like, hey, you gotta learn stuff. Read, but read good stuff. Remember that there are 2 boulders. Oh, yep, I keep forgetting there's 2 boulders, so I keep getting smashed in the head. Did you get to watch the Kingdom special Ashen of the North? I did. I actually referred to that just a few moments ago. I said that there's Kingdom, which is like the base series, and then there's like the prequel series to that adds additional lore and tells you kind of why everything happened. I thought that was great. I honestly loved the actual original season, and I really liked the addition, you know? Okay, we need fire spells. Many fire spells. See, I don't want to get rid of my alacrity, though. That's the thing. I think we swap these. I think we swap them. We're gonna do some big boy stuff here in a little bit. Let's see what this happens. I did get to watch it though, Harrison. It was fan-freaking-tastic. I loved it. Fam says it's called The Admiral Roaring Current. So that is the name of the trilogy based off of the Two Dragon Sword, or the other way around. When you go against no, yes it does, Bastion. Trust me, I know. And I wasn't one of those, I have to be different for the sake of being different. I just didn't care to play along by the same rules as everybody else, because it's like, it's all performative. I don't want to do that. I don't want to waste my life living up to some other's expectations when my own expectations are gonna, like, the best version of me is beyond those little restrictions and parameters, you know. At least that's what I thought. Like, I don't want to waste my time doing all that. This is creepy. Thanks for sharing that, fam. Has the stream crashed? It's okay now. Oh no, don't tell me. Is it tripping? Oh no, I hope it's not going bad or messing up. It says the stream health is in great shape. Oh, okay, UK Connect. Okay, good. I was gonna say, mine says it's fine.
You're my sister. Is it you?
Oh my gosh, she got me. Sorry, I screamed so loud. I apologize. Was not expecting that. She's scary. I'm dead. They made the game so easy now. Right. I think not. Fam says Hansan Rising Dragon, the second movie, is actually a prequel, and Noryang Deadly Sea. Oh, that's cool. So there's a whole trilogy. Bastion says same. I still don't. Inhuman. Good, Bastion. Marcus is Canadian to read the. Yes, Marcus, we are seeing you. I think chat's fine, and also my stream from this side of things is fine as well. I think it might just be some connectivity issues on that side, because usually I will see that it'll say like the poor connection or whatever, and everything's fine. I haven't had any interruptions. Oh, Butterfly says it was tripping. Oh no. I'm sorry, I can't see it on my side. Everything shows there hasn't been any interruption or connectivity issues. But I apologize. I can still see you guys though. Harrison says you only need Echo of Tatonga and Burning Flames against Fang Ling. Remember to dodge and dodge. She has openings, but you need to be quick with them. Second phase is easier. Oh, first phase is going to be quite easier because of the I'd imagine, because second she's much bigger and she takes that much more damage to fire. Yeah, it looks like chat's okay. I don't know. I can see everything, guys, and I don't see any connectivity issues, which is good, because typically I do have them. What's up, Mr. Kitty Puss over on Twitch? I want to use Burning Flames here. But it didn't seem to do tons of damage, so I'm going to try Infernal Flames, see the difference. Oh yeah, I do like those kinds of movies, war-type movies. Big damage with Infernal Flames. Oh, she's so fast. I'm down, okay. Wow. Okay, I have an idea actually. There's a spell that I've never used before that has Alacrity. It's a fire spell. I want to change things up as much as I can. Mostly to keep it fresh for you guys. I could probably beat the entire game using nothing but Lu Bingjiao's spear, but that would be boring. So I'm not going to do that. We're going to change it up a little bit, and I would like to try a few things. So obviously fire is the way to go, but I would like to try. This is going to be excellent for phase 2, so I would like to try. Oh, I don't have it yet. It's pretty much it looks like Divine Might, but it's the fire version that gives Alacrity. I don't have that spell yet. That's unfortunate. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Only other thing we can think of is we know she's weak to fire, but I am trying to also maybe church it up a bit and see how weak is she to ice or electricity, you know? That sucks. I really wanted to change it up. This gives us alacrity though, which I like. So let's do this just for my own purposes. And that's fine. I thought we had that other spell, so my apologies. There is a spell that has a similar symbol to the Divine Might, but it's a fire-based alacrity spell. I don't have it yet, so. Yeah, I do like war movies. They're pretty good. Is YouTube preferred for you so I can switch? Oh no, Mr. Kitty Boy, it's perfectly fine. Whatever you prefer to watch on is fine with me. Honestly, I'm trying to grow my communities across all the different platforms, so YouTube, of course, is the largest, but I still really want to, you know, I'm not giving up on Twitch just yet. I've been trying to grow that community for quite some time, and then even Kick. But Kick is just really inconsistent with certain things, so I'm like, but I do try. I try. It's Kick's fault, though. Use all the spells, system. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna try and use all of them, but unfortunately, I didn't have the one I wanted. Really, Matthias? That's so weird. I'm not showing any issues, but let me check again. It says stream is 100% healthy. There are no issues with stream. It's so weird. Internet connection's fine. Connection is healthy. There are no issues with that. I don't know, guys. It's not showing anything. Okay, I apologize, but there's nothing on my side that's showing an issue. But if all of you guys are experiencing it, it's clearly something. But internet's fine. No connectivity issues on the YouTube side of things. OBS shows everything's 100%. Oh, the webcam's always laggy. Yeah, I don't know why. The webcam's always laggy for some reason. No, I didn't even get to see your joke, Matthias. It's not letting me see all the funny stuff. Draco Lich Pendant. Trying to focus. We got this, guys. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. The face tracking is insane with Infernal Flames. It's so good. The chat latency. Yeah, chat latency is always a problem. Everybody says working again. Boss Lady Land says, hey, Inhuman, my end all seems okay. Okay, good. It could just be that maybe there's certain issues in certain areas. I don't know. Everything on my side shows that it's fine. But I have people in different parts of the world saying that it's getting weird. Like the buffering and stuff, which is odd. Because normally I would see that on my side. My face cam is always laggy. But the content and the gaming itself should not be. And there should be no buffering. Everything looks fine. I typically tend to have connectivity issues. But if they are present, I'm aware of them. But I'm not seeing anything like that. Everybody saw that, right? I said, okay, guys, let me focus, and I died instantly. Did everybody see that? Because that was embarrassing. We'll edit that out for sure. I'm going to cut that right out. That was so bad, by the way. I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That was so embarrassing, guys. Famous last words. YouTube stream seems fine too. Okay, cool. I'm hoping that it's... I hope that it's not on my side, because I don't see anything, so I wouldn't be able to fix anything. It's fine. The face is just so strong. We're gonna use the face. Famous last words. Yeah, it's so weird. And I didn't even see Matthias's chat. Oh, okay, that did come in. Matthias said he just had to turn on and off Wi-Fi. I have no clue. Internet connection's strong. Everything is okay on my side. Yeah, I'm checking again. I'm just refreshed to make sure. I don't know. Forgive me, guys. All right, let's not die this time. All right, good start. How is that possible that I've died after I say something positive twice in a row? Oh my gosh, that was funny. I gotta make a clip out of that, guys. That's hilarious. Like, all right, guys, time to focus. Death. Oh my goodness gracious. That was too funny. She is powerful. How is that happening? What am I doing? The moment I lock in, I die? Like, what? What manner of sorcery is this? Every time. The infamous last words. I'm telling you. So maybe I don't focus, I just pretend like I don't really care, and then I'm gonna win, right? That should be the strategy. Also gonna try this other spell out just to see. Just for giggles, because it does give me alacrity, so. Alright, let's get this Skyborn Might. Oh, balls. What? She has tracking too. She has good tracking too. Balls. I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm not dead. You're dead. Oh, fart. No, my timing is so bad right now. She does it twice? I've never seen her do that before. In a fight and like a battle after the intro attack. Oh, I'm trying to be cool. That didn't work. That's phase one. We could totally kill her, but man, that was sloppy. I don't know. I do not know if I want to proceed with the sloppiness. Let's see how weak she is to this, though. Lots of damage. Almost struck her there. Hold on. Stop hitting me. I already did a sword strike. It's already invalidated. I just want to test this, you fool. That would probably be the way to go. Yeah, okay, that's the way to go then. Okay, kill me, because I accidentally stabbed you with a sword, trying to mend you. That was too funny. Rogue Bastion says, I'm back. Welcome back. Fam says, if you use the purple pendant that gives you immunity to roar, you can just dodge rapidly in there to get more free Skyborn Might. Oh, cool. I didn't know we could get Skyborn Might from the roar. I know you can get one. I didn't know you could get more than one. Oh, that was hilarious. Okay, well, that was fun. Rogue Bastion has returned. We definitely got her, though. We will get her, is what I mean. It's a little costly for it not to really do anything, but actually it's not bad because it does give me some alacrity if I'm in a bad spot and I have enough. So, I mean, you know, whatever, right? Mugen Susanoo says, yo, how's it going, Inhuman? What's up? Over on Twitch, by the way. Most of the crew is over on YouTube, but thank you so much for joining on Twitch, because definitely trying to grow that community as well, so much obliged. Let's do this.
Yo, my sister. Is it you?
Right in my face. There are roars that hit multiple times. Oh, okay. See, I thought the roar hit the one time. And I know you can actually just iframe it. I've done it with Wuchang multiple times. And what's the tiger boss's name? The Sovereign. Before he's the Sov. That threw me off. Okay, so we're going to go here. Oh, I didn't send it down. What a noob. That was nasty. I got destroyed there. Really poor timing on the burning flames, honestly. But I didn't want to cast this because it's a slow cast. You can cast it multiple times in rapid succession, but you know, you're gonna have to break out the animation, so it's a slow animation. It's just an excellent spell, it does tons of damage. This one's fast, doesn't do as much damage, but it costs more. I guess it gives you the alacrity, and I think that's what increases that spell. It tries to justify that increased cost anyways. Yo, okay. Alright guys, let's not get hit by this opening strike here.
Yo, my sister. Is it you?
Excellent grab. That was perfectly timed, honestly. Can't be mad at that. That was sexy. Yeah, it's just timed perfect. On the recovery, she goes for the grab. This is really nice. Poise break, huh? So on those, she's doing two strikes so fast you can't actually double dodge them. You would have to do something like a dodge and alacrity. That's what you'd use like for any of those timings that are just so close back to back. But I don't have a spell that can do alacrity that I have equipped anyways. So that's why I'm getting eaten alive by that double strike there. We're gonna simplify it and just go for some let's go with the simple stuff here. I love the way the Burning Flame looks, but Inferno Flame is just a better spell because it's cheaper. And down we go. Down we go.
Yo, my sister. Is it you?
No, my timing was so off every single time. I was timing it perfectly to get hit as opposed to timing it perfectly to dodge it. Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, did I? Oh. Oh, I still have some left. Nothing like Kahlua and protein in the morning. Ah, chug, chug, chug. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. I needed a little oomph. I do need the alacrity, but you know what I'm gonna do? I want a cheaper alacrity spell. The joy. I had some protein shake left. I was like, yes. I was hungry. Bottoms up. Wouldn't that be terrible if it was actually Kahlua and protein like that? I'd be like knocked out. Okay. Bottoms up. Now it's time to beat it, says fam. Yes, indeed. No excuses. All right, here goes.
Yo, my sister. Is it you?
Right in my face. Did she iframe my thingamajabber? How did I get worse? Protein, you failed me. I need to switch protein drinks now. I've been deceived. I think I was relying a little too heavily on the alacrity spell then, there. Where's my lift? So much for the protein sister. Yes. That was bad. 2-hour gameplay demo of Chronos the New Dawn just showed up in my feed. 2 hours? Yikes. You know, I don't want to see anything beyond the 35 minutes, actually, Rogue Bastion, because I don't know if you saw my reaction to Chronos the New Dawn, but as we discussed earlier in the stream, it looks like it'll be a decent game. It just kind of a reskin game that we've played already. So what is it bringing new to the genre that's going to get me excited about it? I don't know yet, because right now there's nothing, unless the story is just amazing or something, but the gameplay's pretty, you know, what I'd expect.
Yo, my sister.
So I wasn't truly impressed, and I was actually going to do a video on that this week, but this depends on the timing. I have my mother going into surgery and stuff like that this week, so I got quite a bit of things to kind of, I need to be free for certain things. So we'll try and do our best to stay up to date on the content for this week, but I'm dead. Oh, my face bone. We'll definitely try it though. I wanted to do a little bit of a video on that, just to kind of say, like, you know, I I'm hopeful about the game, but I don't think it's gonna be some groundbreaking addition to the genre, you know? I'm dead. Damn, damn, damn. The protein. Creator says it's a VIP demo that he was asked to play by the creators. Huh, that's interesting. I have been in talks with them about obtaining a key. But I don't know about anything like that. I don't have any of that access because I didn't proactively reach out to him. I was like, oh shoot, the game's coming out on the 5th. Let me talk to these guys. But I don't have any kind of, like you say, VIP access or anything like that. It's certainly not. Especially with that genre. It's probably a genre that you would see probably the least on this channel, but I still really enjoy sci-fi and sci-fi horror. It just, you don't really see it much on my channel. I'm getting my butt whooped. I actually might have had a little something in the protein, I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, Bastion, if I'm not mistaken, that dude, he's like one of the OGs. Like, so he's gonna have early access, of course, because he's got like 1 million subscribers. He was like one of the first like Let's Play guys, you know what I'm saying? So of course he's gonna have that kind of, yeah, I was like, I don't know about that, but yeah, I didn't get it. That's for sure. Honestly, I don't really want to, because that's a big chunk of the game that already it's gonna seem like it's a game that I'm excited about, but not like, oh my gosh, because again, when I saw the demo, I predicted like 95% of the encounters and how they were gonna play out. So it's like, remember how I am about challenges and things like that. I like to surprise me, please. Otherwise, I just get bored out of my mind. I just need to die. This is an ass attempt too. Fam says, same as PB0 that invites some creators to China to play. Yeah. They invited me to the first, it was the, and it was so crazy because I just did one of the few reactions to it. It didn't even have tons of, views or engagement, but the thing is, it was one of the few that did have engagement. So they had done a reveal type show, and this was like, I think last year, and they invited me to it, but they weren't gonna pay for it. So I was like, yeah, I appreciate it, but I was like, I can't. At that time, I was like, I didn't budget for a international trip, but I was gonna get hands-on time with the game, but I didn't have the means that I hadn't planned for it. And it was like during the school year too, so I was like, I have to be very present for my daughter and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I can't do that. But I was very thankful for that opportunity. But they weren't gonna buy my tickets or anything, you know. So I was like, yeah, it's like probably not. But yeah, that was the first demo that they did. Now they've have more that they're doing now, and I haven't heard anything from them since. Oh, Matai. So okay, what I'm saying by that, right, is not okay. So that was probably pretty harsh, and I think it's because I was just trying to be quick about it because I was dying to this chick. But essentially, what I mean is like, the premise looks new. I like that whole temporal like time thing, but the game looks and plays very similarly to other horror games of the genre that we've experienced already. Kind of like you've got the, you know, not even when it comes down to like the same angle you have. You know, like the third person over the shoulder type angle and all that. The puzzles, you know, you can kind of use like some sort of like telekinesis type thing. In this instance, it's a gun that uses the interaction with the singularities and all that. So it's like, it's kind of like very closely reminiscent to Dead Space in terms of the controls and mechanics. I just want to see what else it does that's new. And that was kind of just driving home that point that I made, or my opinion, I should say, on the original 35-minute reaction. Like, I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be great, actually. But I just wish that it had something that was kind of doing new, or in a way that was like just unique. Or I don't know, in some way, you know. And it's just because when it comes to horror games, for me in particular, you can typically, you know, predict a lot of the things that are gonna happen. Kind of like when we watch horror movies. So that's what I was looking forward to, like a change there. Oh man, my timing is just terrible. But yeah, not a knock at all to the game, but I don't want to play too much of the game because if it's like a 2-hour demo or whatever, like the 35 minutes was enough for me to get an idea of what it's going to be like. I don't want to get too much more game time with it, because if you do, then man, that's a big chunk of the game, honestly, 2 hours. So I'd be afraid to then be like, well, I already kind of know a big chunk of it, and what else is it going to do that's like hopefully going to surprise me? Because if they start incorporating, hey, you get to play a big chunk of the game, and it's like, man, whenever the game comes out, I've already seen a big piece of it, you know? And I want to hopefully get my money's worth. But again, the budget's there, the quality's there. When it comes to horror games, I'm just a little bit more of a critic. And unfairly so, I would say. I don't think it's entirely fair, because there's only so much you can do. Jump scares are something you're gonna have to resort to anyways, you know, it's kind of one of those things, so it's like, yeah. But the only problem that I felt with that game is that, like, you're already pretty powerful. You can deal with the threats. And so the fear, you start losing that pretty quickly. You have to really drive the ambience and the environment up a notch, like in Dead Space, to be scary the whole way. Because that game terrifies me the entire time. So I hope they can do something like that, because I didn't feel scared. And I want to be scared, because that's why I love those horror games, because immersion's a real big thing for me. But yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Matthias, because I wasn't trying to be a harsh critic on it. I was just trying to say that I want to be scared. And it's harder for me to be scared, and because of that, sometimes I'm a harsher critic for horror games. But no, thanks for bringing that up, because I definitely don't want to sound like a jerk. The game's going to be fine. I just want to be scared the whole time. And I feel like we're a little powerful in that game, so there's not much to be afraid of. You just like, hopefully I don't make the things combine or whatever. And that person was a terrible shot in the demo. It was probably Rad Brad. Just kidding. Ooh! I'm dead. Yep. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Rogue Bastion says, is it in the same genre as Remnant? No, it's not a... Remnant is more like a looter shooter slash roguelike slash Souls-like. It's a very interesting kind of game. It's incredibly difficult at the highest difficulties, and you've got like this huge amount of replayability and stuff like that, and it's not so much like horror-y. And then whereas like a Chronos New Dawn or a horror game in general, you're gonna have like the replayability is gonna be a lot less. You're definitely gonna have the incentive to play again, maybe to get different endings, things like that, but it's not so much like in Remnant where like you want to go back and do the exact same world and be like, I'm gonna go here and do this instead and activate these sequences. It's way different from that regard. I hate Fang Ling. Yeah, no, she's not so bad. She's terrible whenever you're trying to do spells only though, but especially whenever you're not paying attention. I'm sucking today. Matthias says, I can't stand Rad Brad. He's the one I stopped watching because he manipulates the YouTube algorithm by putting everything as a walkthrough. Yeah, he's been doing Let's Play walkthrough since the beginning. I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, he's one of those that has always done that, and it's just kind of like, he never does a walkthrough. He just does playthroughs, and he happens to beat the game, but it's not any more thorough than Joe Schmo playing the game. But he was just one of the first, and that's why he's able to get away with it. And yeah, not a big fan of that style, but hey, whatever. It's working for him. It doesn't matter. It's one of those things that I've never watched and will never watch content of his. And I've never seen a lot of people's content anyways, but unless you're a smaller creator, I probably never watched your stuff. It's more like Dead Space and RE4. Yes, fam. Rogue Bastion, sorry for being so late, but yeah, that's definitely what I was trying to get to. I'm just slow on chat. Matthias says, in regards to Chronos, I think what's in my opinion going to set it apart, or at least intended to set it apart, is the time traveling aspect. I hope it's not just the interactions with the singularities though, Matthias, because if that's the case, I would say that was pretty haphazardly done, you know? If there's true interactions you can have with time, that aside from just, I'm going to create a bridge or move this desk aside, that's going to be meaningful. Exodus, never heard of that, Rogue Bastion. Fam says, things like ammunition resources might get changed on launch. I hope that ammunition is scarce. I hope that somehow the fear factor is driven up, because I feel like we're too powerful. And I want dismemberment, damn it. And Matthias, I apologize. I did not mean to, I hope I didn't come off as a jerk, but I will always be more critical of horror games because I've been interacting with horror stuff, whether it be movies, shows, and games my entire life. So it's like, I need something to scare me, you know, and it's like sometimes it takes a little bit more. But I never mean to be like a jerk or anything. But I am going to be more of a harsh critic, and I'll openly say that because I just need more to be scared nowadays, you know. But I didn't mean to come off as a jerk. If I did. Oh, okay, we dodged it. That's what I'm talking about. How the balls did she dodge that? Okay. That was fast. That was annoying. That was such a beautiful start as well, but Matthias, I'm right there with you. I've been baptized in horror from an early age, so scaring me is nearly impossible because I'm desensitized to it. Yep. Bastion says, I usually just skim Rad Brad's videos to see if I can justify paying for the game. Fair. Butterfly says, at age 7 I learned to know that my older half-brother is dumb to zombie games. Very nice. Horror games, to be honest, are hit or miss. Yeah, I'd say it's a little bit harsher in my opinion. Fam says, RE4 even made the franchise toward action more, still managed to make you scared because of the resources. Yes. But then if you ever played like the arcadey mode where like you're just like, hey, kill whoever you can and get the points, it completely removes the fear. So I strongly suggest always playing the base game before you jump into the optional game modes. Nicola says, you fight the tiger yet with magic only? No, I haven't. So I'm only on, so I'm doing a new game file, right? So spells only, and I'm at Fangling, so the tiger is a little ways ahead. We got some time for the tiger. I can't believe that, guys. Damn. I can't believe we messed up to the big ugly mug. Oh, she grabbed me. The tracking is insane on that spell, by the way. I'm dead here because I panicked. Nicola says, or Nicolia says, I did my game backwards because I fought the tiger first. How could you have done that? I guess you skipped chapter 2 then. And you went through the crates. I've never done that, so I always go like the proper way, if you will, without skipping anything so I don't break any quest lines. Because we've still been doing a lot of experimentation on what points the quest lines break and all that. But yeah, that is possible. You can certainly go and fight everything at Zhenwu Temple, at the Zhenwu Temple, all that stuff first. Absolutely. For what game? Rogue Bastion, who is he voice? Who's he voicing? Because I thought the Chronos New Dawn character is a chick. Yeah. You know, I would have gone that way too, but chat informed me that that would have broken a lot of quests, and that would have made me lose sleep at night because I'm such a completionist. I'm like, ugh. So I ended up going towards Cloudspire first. But yeah, you'll break some quest lines, but ultimately you can still go back to chapter 2 and do Cloudspire whenever you come around to it. Oh my gosh. Exodus. Oh, okay, cool. I don't know why I haven't heard of that. Exodus. Are you guys excited about the Gamescom tomorrow and pretty much the rest of the week? I would like to know if you guys are expecting any Black Myth Wukong news, possibly a DLC shadow drop. What else what games are we most excited about? I know they're going to be talking about Ninja Gaiden, they're going to be talking about Silent Hill F, Chronos: The New Dawn. Those are the games I'm going to be keeping a lookout for. Of course, they're going to talk about the Indiana Jones game, which I'm not really too interested in, as well as some others that, again, don't really hold my interest, or I'm not necessarily going to be featuring in any capacity on the channel, but I am looking forward to those that I mentioned, and even Onimusha, of course, as a big fan of that original trilogy. That was such a great series. I'm interested to see what direction they take with it. Exodus. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yo, my sister. Is it you?
Excellent grab. Alright. Not very clean, but hey, I'll take it if we can get to the victory. Should move laterally there. Should have moved laterally. I overhealed there. That was my bad. I'm not gonna heal. Oh, I don't have any health anyway. Let's just die. Yeah, it's sloppy. That's way too sloppy. I can't win like that. It's gross. Unless it was like my first playthrough or something, that would make sense. Access is the one game they showcased a while ago, I believe, at the Game Awards, and Matthew McConaughey was the side. Oh, was introduced. Okay. Caught Hen He. I don't know what that is, fam. Been interested in time dilation since I read The Time for the Stars by Hen. Oh, there you go. Very nice. Side note, in fact, since we're talking about him, Matthew McConaughey was in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, but yet he refused to list that movie or his role in its filmography or what have you. Really? Was it terrible? I know he's from Texas. He's from Austin, Texas. It's so funny because I don't know why he has an accent like that. I am also from Texas, and I don't have that accent. And Austin is a very, I'd say, modern, kind of forward type city. It's not at all like the rural areas and stuff like that in Texas. So I have no clue where he picked up his accent. But he is an actor, so maybe that's why. Here goes.
Yeah, my sister. Is it you?
I'm dead. Oh no. Man, I'm playing like butt today. I have no clue why he's so damn country. Austin is literally a city. One of the bigger cities as well, and there's not a horse to be found. I was raised in horse country in Texas, so I don't understand how he picked up that accent of his. Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, I don't know. He is an actor. It could be fake. Could be a fake accent, but I doubt it. I'm sure he picked it up from somewhere. Oh, right. So she did a strange opening attack there. Normally she does not just go straight for you and drops right down peacefully. She didn't. She chose violence today.
Yeah, my sister. Is it you?
I don't know why I insist on getting hit by those attacks. Super annoying. Whew. I don't like it. I don't know why, guys. I'm just not. I'm being real picky today. I'm not. I don't like it. Hands up. Hands up. Let's read chat real quick. I'm gonna beat her, but I want to beat her a little bit more clean. It's just, I don't know. There's something about it. It's just like, ugh. Okay, so let's catch up. She took forever to kill me there, by the way. So, terrible movie compared to the one that Toby Hooper classic. Bastion says Matthew was born in Uvalde, and grew up in Longview. Those are just, yeah, I mean, I've been to both of those. They're not very far either. She can lounge at you instead of just dropping. Yeah, lunge at you. Yeah. Maybe Feng Ling is watching. Feng Yao, I mean. It's that protein shake you drank. Well, I thought that was gonna pump me up. But no, I'm just, whoa, Wuchang, easy there. Don't take it out on the shrine. I don't know, it's just sloppy. I don't mind getting hit, that's not the problem, but it's just like, ugh. I don't know. I'm just picky today. I'm in a rare form today. But next time, okay, no matter what, just so we can press forward, I will complete the fight and beat her. Regardless of how crispy it is. But I just felt like that was kind of slow. I got hit way too many times. It is what it is though, right? This is a challenge run after all. Oh, she felt like a sack of potatoes. Whew. Alright, let's go. Phase 2, baby. Clean enough. I mean, I got hit a million times. It's fine. Jade, Ancient Chisel, Bitter Severance, and the Shoe Silk Fan. I'll take it. Echo Feng Ling. Lady Boss Lin says, that's the shake. It's having a delayed reaction day. Blame it on Monday. Yes. It's not working as intended. My power levels are waning. Harrison says, I beat Feng Ling with Echo of Dutanga. You can stagger her, you just need to be quick enough after dodging the attacks. That means dodging towards her on the side. Yeah, that's how usually I fight her with melee, but it was good. It was fine. Satisfactory. Satisfactory. Now we can max out this stuff. Enter the dream and proceed forward. Let's talk with Feng Yao first. It makes sense because she appears afterwards and holding her sister's head. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Ugh, that's messed up.
Ling and I, Ling was all we quarreled in turn. Ling even killed the mat. We'll stay for a song. We'll stay for a song, and then make all. Sisters we are, sisters will stay.
Mr. Old Man.
From birth, sisters till
GG, says Matthias. GG, says Walter. It was alright. I just was really hoping for a clean battle, but I did enjoy the first one. She hit me with the spit more than anything else, which was funny, but typically those are the easiest attacks to dodge. Hello? Can you stop talking?
Papa is dead. There's nowhere left for me to return.
Jeez.
Uncle.
Oh my gosh. I might as well just reset. She's just not stopping. Too bad her echo spell sucks. Honestly, man, the echo of the sovereign is so good. Having tracking like you do with Liu Bijan is amazing. Let's talk with this old chap here.
Ah, inside Zhenwu. The cave is at Hill's Watch Gate. What are you waiting for? Get moving.
1 second, I gotta see something real quick. Okay. We're going to Hill's Watch. This is where we had other people come first. So it's so easy to come here because you're like, ooh, it's a secret path, optional path, or what have you. But this is actually a way to get to chapter 3. And it's so easy to then miss. I wish they had a sign here being like, hey, path of no return kind of thing, point of no return. If you go here, you might break some quest lines. And it's like cryptic little lore way to say that. That would be nice. Feng Yao has to go to therapy. Yeah, we're going to take her to therapy after we save her. For sure. Let's see. Will this kill you in one hit, sir? Technically, yeah. Now, this is going to be a difficult guy to fight up here. What would be useful? Alright, we're gonna rush this homie over here. Yeah. I'm coming for you. He is a little resistant to fire. Didn't anticipate that. Okay, that's fair enough. Oh, I thought he didn't die. I was like, why is he still there? Grabbing all the health pills. Very nice. We can come along this way. I think we have one of those powerful avians we have to fight against here in a minute. That's gonna be an interesting fight. We've got Zhao Yun up ahead.
Who are you? Speak!
It's me. He's losing his marbles. Brilliant red feather. We might want to upgrade our weapon a little bit. Chat with this old guy.
For days I tried this here. A refugee camp lies just.
I'm assuming he's maybe tracking down the bow sorcerer. I don't know. I would imagine that's who he's tracking down. Corruption spells shred the summoner. Oh, nice. I need my good old spells back though. I really enjoy these, but how do I make them worth a darn? Oh, the problem is though, I also have that fiery dude up here. I'll change it in just a moment. Because I got the fiery brothers up here. I got the avian guy. He's going to be tough. I imagine this will burn him and then I can hit him with this in the back or something. We shall see. Fam says, I beat the final boss easily. I intentionally died and will summon the old man tomorrow to see what he does. He doesn't do much. Duriel does nothing in that fight. But I've never had him die. Like, his health pool's massive, but he doesn't do anything. He does not add much value. Oh, tanky, man. That won't do anything to them because they are feathered. What about this? Nothing. Gotta go with this then. Oh no! Oh gosh, I'm gonna get. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. These have like the best tracking in the world, but they're so slow. I missed. Not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I anticipated a terrible fight there. That wasn't so bad. Yeah, he's just an aggro puller. He doesn't do anything. Like, I sat around to see if he would do anything at all, but he didn't. Marcus, Susanna on Marcus's chat says, hi, Susanna here. Hi, everyone. We had problems with the stream. Must be UK thing. Want to say quickly, Inhuman, in case it goes off again. Thank you for asking about the cat's birthday. Oh, of course. Oh man, those pictures were so cute too. Those boys look like some spoiled little fur balls, and I love it. We did something similar. We got our cats a little cake because they have, well, their birthdays aren't too close together, but we want to make sure they both enjoy the cake. So it was so funny. But they look so big and healthy. I love it. Ghost and Boo. But yeah, of course. It was funny because I didn't realize it was their 4th birthday coming up. They're about the same age as our kitties. But yeah, of course. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope they had a good weekend too. Of course. And it's always nice to hear from you, Susanna. And no worries about the stream. I think, I don't know if it's on my side or what. I haven't seen any issues, but some people say no issues at all, and some people are like, nope, it's kind of jacked. So I apologize. But it's really nice to have you guys on chat. Anyways, if you can show up, it's always good. Love the camaraderie. Good energy you guys bring. Here we go. Oh, that didn't kill him. The AoE splash on the second strike of Tonga's Tonga is so good. But no worries. Hope they had a great time. Hope you had a great weekend too. We'll go this way for the little goodie. We've come full circle now. And then we drop down. Now this area, oh my gosh, I was so frustrated with all these spammy sorcerer guys. Not my favorite. But it's actually pretty easy once you know how to deal with them. Apparently they're weak to corruption. We'll try that. We'll give that a try. That'd be fun. We'll get this going as well. And let's go ahead and enter the dream. I might level up even more. Walter says, damn, you're almost where I am on my first run through. Catching up to you, Walter. Catching up. Let's use our red mercury. Batch use all of this. All right. Getting tons of levels, it seems, actually. We might be able to level up 2 or 3 times. Potentially. Don't forget your despair res. I don't really mind so much the despair res because I played my very first playthrough I played with no armor. So it's more about having those mind lotus seeds ready, right? Because the armor, although yes, you can definitely get some decent resistance. I'm more of a fashion souls guy. I think we're good there. I care more about how I look in the game than how I function, you know? But you did remind me. These are nice to have on my person. But yeah, I probably am gonna rock this for a little bit. The Feng Ling set is pretty awesome too. And it's got excellent despair. There's a lot of great despair choices. You can go delicate set, you can go Feng Yao. There's a bunch of good armors you can pick that have really good resistance. I'm trying to show, there you go. This one's got excellent despair resistance, and so does the delicate armor, which is like the first armor set you get. It's a bunch of good stuff. We're gonna rush up here to take out the sorcerers though. We're gonna test out Harrison's theory with the corruption damage and rush this staircase up here. But first, let's grab this item. We're gonna trigger this encounter here. Slow and steady wins the race, Walter. Thank you so much for the reminder though, Harrison. Fam says, oh yeah, does the contaminated mercury do anything? Not that I know of, other than it's a unique consumable. There's about 5 unique consumables in the game where you have pretty much only one of them, but they don't do anything special in particular. It just gives you a bunch of red mercury. Like you have the burnt meat, you have the Vitalitas half pill, the Vitalitas pill if you give the chisel away to Xuanyang Zi. You have the different wines, there's like a jade wine or something like that, and then one you get at the Bai Mansion as well. And then you have the contaminated mercury and then the avian tier. Those are all the unique variants. Oh, how did I miss that? I was right in his face. Okay. Must I use fire for everything? This spell is incredibly costly, if I'm not mistaken. It's like 5. Yeah. We'll use it at some point. I don't know when, but we'll use it. Marcus says, yeah, we had a nice weekend. Oh, Susanna said, we had a nice weekend, thanks. Marcus has gone off. He has little patience with internet things. I think he's now shouting at someone else. Hey, that's what happens. It happens. It happens. I hope he's not too frustrated about it, though. It's no worries at all. No worries at all. He's shouting at somebody outside. Now we're gonna circle back around here. Take out these guys. Oh, come on. Don't freeze. Don't you dare freeze on me. Okay, there you go. That was a freeze on my side. Very weird. That spell shreds big enemies. Oh, nice. But a 5 cost cast, 5 Skyborn might cost. Man, it's like, that is incredibly expensive. You better hit the enemy, right? If not, it's an absolute whiff. You can absolutely whiff it. All right, we're gonna go this way. Now we can go the main path. And let's see, I think I'm just gonna stick with this for now. Man, I'm telling you, these fire spells are the way to go. And I do want to try something fun like this. So we'll grab this, aggro this dude. He's gonna summon all his bros. Perfectly fine with that. We'll make a sharp left here. Rush past these enemies. No need to face off with them. We're gonna break these jars and crates here and watch for the blowback. Oh, balls. I can't believe I missed that. Okay. I dodged a little too hard. You gotta get right up close and personal with that spell. I imagine you're right. Something that big, right? Well, now I can grab the item. You're dead. Maybe not. I'm so glad I'm patient today. So I would scream right now. We got this. This brother over here. This is the Bloodied Steam Bun. This is a quest item, which interestingly enough is not indicated as such, so you can easily accidentally use it if you're not paying attention. Any moment now, I would love to gain some Skyborn Might because I'm about to scream. There it is. Okay. Wow. That was a pain. Now we go circle around to the other side. We didn't even grab the item. Goofy. Goofy. We've got that dude over there, another Despair Sorcerer. We're gonna come up here, grab the item that we came up here for in the first place. And then we've got a cuckoo. Can I reach it? Oh, just a little shy. That enemy over there, let's go ahead and take them out with 2 strikes from here. So if I'm not mistaken, you do want to come up and around first so you can take out this Despair Sorcerer over here. The Jar Kid gives you more? Yeah. That's what Shayla was saying. Shayla was saying that you get more Red Mercury. I haven't tested it, but I just need one more, please. I never actually fought these guys. Usually I just swing like mad. Might be dead here. Well, this is awesome. My biggest challenge is not having enough Skyborn might. This is the one thing I absolutely loathe about magic only. You have to wait for Skyborn might. You are completely bound by it. Alright, now we can safely navigate. We could have just dropped down, but we can come over to this other cave, the intended cave. 20% more red mercury, that's not bad. But your resistances are shot. If you look at it's all negative, it's like negative 40 across the board. So resistances are absolutely shot. I will heal. Somebody said stone. That's interesting. We can upgrade our mana vase. Come up and around, and then we have a few enemies. We have an avian enemy to the left. Gonna be kind of interesting to fight. Oh, you're strong though. You're strong! We connected, that's great. I was not anticipating that to actually land. Oh! I actually made that. Okay, I think I missed there. Feather attack. Going for it, guys. Okay, good. Finished him off. We can grab this item he's guarding over here. Yeah, there are more, but no resistances whatsoever. But you do get a lot more of the physical or damage mitigation for sure. And let's see, because I lack the patience, we're gonna go up. I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna go. Where are my pink pills? That's right. We won't have any because I just used them. Vitality Force +1. It's a benediction. And grab these items over here. And we're gonna make our way to the refugee camp. Long overdue. Where's that cuckoo at? I hear him. Boom. Now we can grab the medicine case. I wonder if that has any different lore on it. Where are my valuables? A buff crafted in an exotic style, likely from a distant land, filled with rare medicines. Nope, it's the same. We're gonna grab this item and then we can speak to Fang Yao and He Jose. See how those guys are doing. Health pill.
I ran into, he said, the camps at night. You're needed elsewhere.
Do we know why Fang Yao calls him Hey Daxia? Is that like a term of endearment? I've been saying that since the first playthrough, but I don't know what Daxia means because his name's Hey Jose. wonder if Dasha means like,
Oh, and I met her.
I don't know if it means like it's like, you know, like big brother kind of thing, or I don't know what the meaning of that is. And I haven't looked it up because I always forget to do that. Fam says, wait, +1? Isn't that supposed to be a new game plus? Wait. You're right. Was that a +1? Am I in the wrong file, guys? Am I in the wrong file? Was it a +1? There's no way, right? It couldn't weigh. Oh, it wasn't. Oh my gosh. Okay, that was so confusing. I thought this is the one I got, right? It was Vitality something. Yeah, it's one of these Vitality ones. Okay, I was like, oh my gosh. I have so many files, and I felt so terrible this morning that I thought that I was reading +1, and I didn't realize no. So this is a fresh file as we've been going through. My mistake. That threw me off so bad. And I was like, there's no way. Yeah, whenever Fam brought it up, I got scared. I was like, there's no way that I wasted all that time for you guys. But no, okay, so this is a fresh file. Okay. I misread it. That's just the fog brain. Telling you guys, I'm still shaking that. The migraine's gone now, but it's just the fog that comes afterwards, you know, and all the things. Make sure you agree. If you don't agree, obviously, you kind of fail his questline. We don't want to do that. So we can go down there, but first it's always nice to tag the nearest shrine, which is at the refugee camp. Yeah, I did say +1. In my mind, I saw it say Vitality Power Force +1. It was so weird. Hello, little guy. We're going to hand over the bloodied steam bunny bun. And he's like, thank you. And we'll see. I don't think did I expose them? No, I didn't. So they're here. We know Glut's already dead. Matchstick will perish soon.
I was so worried.
If you ever want to speed up their dialogue, just go back and you can always skip that first line quickly.
He's great.
We can go here. We can speak with Sheng Jing'an. Agree to help. And it's so easy to fail her questline in particular because after you defeat Liu Wenshu, you get the true origin pill. You have to give it to her, and that's why that shortcut exists. That's the sole reason why the ladder exists over there. And I'll show you a little bit more clearly. I certainly said +1, but that was my bad. I just misread it. You heard correctly. I just misread. I'm tripping. Right now, I'm tripping. We got the NPC over here. Talk to me. Talk to me!
Child, the temple now.
Okay. There isn't anything over here that I know of. It's just an open area that I always thought there'd be an item or something in there, but there's not. There's Nian Suichang.
You've done great deeds in Cloud.
I don't think that we
Respect in kind.
exposed him, so it's hard for us to test if that's gonna happen.
Lass. What more can I do? What more can...
We got Magalhães.
Greetings. The name's Magalhães. I've come all the way from Portugal to spread the word of our Lord. I journeyed here. He held. If you happen, Allah. Oh, please, Allah. What the... Allah. What the...
And then we can go ahead and chat. I mean, not chat, activate this shrine. And we're going to chat with the rest of the NPCs in this area and press forward. Press ever onward. Donation box right there. We got some items you can pick up as well. don't think I really took any damage, but I mean a little bit. So pretty much Neon Wuchang just doesn't become evil. I wonder if he was a real person, and maybe they're doing that for that reason, but I have no clue. I don't know if he was a figure or not.
Well, let me guess. If you do find something...
Pretty much you get the good ending either way. So his entire quest is just like the same ending, which is fine, because the only difference is making the one comment that you expose him, and that's it.
Ah, my friend. It's...
Oh, I got some mana base upgrades. I think it's time for us to do that, too.
What treasures do you have? Oh, this master... I heard the Madam of Snowfall Palace is dangerous.
Snowfall Oh, we get this amazing set here, too. I do like
He stepped into those walls.
this outfit as well.
If you've got...
That's pretty sick. Doo, 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 doo. Let's go upgrade our mana flask real quick. And of course we got all these little dead ends and whatever. We're gonna go back around towards the marsh area.
Hola.
You know, at what point does he give us the prayer thing? Because I'm... Oh gosh, no, you can't... I wish you could cancel the gestures, because this is a long one. We're just gonna watch it then. There you go. So this is where we face off with the avian and of course the inner demon. Donk it! I missed. What is that? Oh, that's awesome. Whoa! That is cool. I've never seen that attack before. That was amazing. Don't do it again. What manner of sorcery is this? This is insane. I'm tanking it. At this point, I'm getting my butt handed to me, so whatever, right? Go for it. Go for the kill. That's not gonna do anything to someone that is feathering. Get wrecked. What the balls, man? That was an incredibly crazy fight. Nothing back here, which I always thought there'd be something back here, but there's not. But anyways, the whole reason for this ladder is so that after defeating Liu Wenshu, you can take this ladder down, take the true origin pill to Xin Jing'an, or whatever her name is. The butler's daughter. The Red Eyes have like that really nice moveset. Well, fam, you know the funny thing is, on my other files, even though I have 1.5, I still have the Prey Gesture. So I don't remember if you get the Prey Gesture after you speak with Bulio, or if you get it right after you give him the medicine case. But I certainly did not get the gesture this go around, which is interesting because I do have it on the other files. Like, they didn't like remove it, you know? Like, if you had it in your inventory already, they didn't remove it. But maybe you just can't get it now, I don't know. I wish I knew what she was saying, because it's definitely backwards or reversed. She's tanky today. She's very tanky now. didn't do anything. She's just tanky. This one's strong. We'll go with our tried and true spell here. No, stop healing. Only I can do that. So you would have gotten it right after speaking with him, after giving him the medicine case, so you can't get it anymore. That's insane. So we have, oh, she got me. We have an item in our file that you can't obtain anymore, which is the, we got the prayer gesture. It's insane. I have that on 2 files, my New Game Plus file and my off-stream profile. Harrison says, yeah, it seems like it's a thing for new game files or wants to keep it. That's very interesting because, yeah, I have it. I certainly have. I know I did because after the fact, I was like, no, they didn't remove it. It's still here. Yep, you can still keep it. That's interesting. Man, it's insane what people can do if they complain, you know? The power of the squeaky wheel. I can't wait till they get rid of this jerky movement. You see how, like, if I'm turning, it's like almost like robotic. It didn't used to do that. That is the only thing that bothers me. And all the updates, that's the biggest thing. I have not prayed while he's in the hole. What happens if you do that? What happens when you do that? I guess it won't matter now because most people aren't going to be able to get it, huh? Does something special happen when you pray when he's in the hole? Wait, oh, that's why. My madness. My spell was too costly, I couldn't even cast it. She's very tanky, this version of her anyways. The tracking on this spell's insane. So close. Don't heal. You don't get to heal again. Whew, that took forever. Very nice though. Oh no. You can see him for the final time in the Warship's Rise and Ruins. But I did not pray to him while he was in the hole. That would have been an interesting usage of the gesture, though, for sure. Let me make sure I knocked this ladder down. Yeah, he's not in the hole after you defeat the boss. So, like, pretty much after you defeat a certain boss, he's gone. And he never comes back. So I'm assuming, I don't know if he died. I'm assuming he died, but you'd think his body would still be there. But he was like, yep, I'm dead. And then, whoa! We get a double fight here. Now I gotta get madness. Okay, my madness retreats, but does it? Because it's still maxed out. Keep the madness. We want the madness. So we used to get the gesture right whenever we gave the medicine case to Magalhães, but now we don't. But yeah, we used to get the gesture just upon meeting him. But you never use it anywhere for anything important. I know that for sure. I don't know where you get to use it for anything important. There's nothing, like, you know how normally there's the gesture puzzles? Prayer was never used for anything in particular. Uh-oh. This guy's gonna be fun. Let's go this way first, though, to avoid all this noise. Where's the dog? Despair dogs. Okay. Don't see me. Don't do anything, please. We need him to go back. Yeah, go back on your path so I can sneak by you. But yeah, I do believe you used to get it right when you met him for the first time. As long as you gave him back his medicine case. I don't know. It doesn't seem like you get it anymore. We'll grab this item and then we can tag the shrine. We'll see the red-clad lady for the third time. Oh no, I just remember obtaining the gesture, but never using it for any item in game. Whenever you mentioned using it when he's in the grave, I was like, oh, that would have made sense, but I didn't use it. Maybe we can, well, not anymore. So maybe we can use it at whenever Bulio is at the gate with the tiger, the sovereign's at, but...
Tell me. Good.
Alright. We'll go ahead and enter the dream here. We'll try and take out that big bird. And we'll just keep pressing forward for the next 20 minutes or so. I'm sure they don't like fire. But I wonder how they would do against lightning. They're so big. Hello. We'll take out the big bird wherever it's at. Oh my gosh, here he is. I do... No, they're incredibly susceptible to fire then. They get stunned a lot easier now, at least. I missed! We get a radiant red feather, and then we can pick up these items that he was guarding so vehemently. Those guys weren't guarding anything, right? Let's double check. Yeah, no, I agree. Prayer, the worship gesture you can certainly use multiple times, but the prayer gesture, not that I know of. Nope. Oh yeah, Fam is correcting Goku. Yeah, Goku, it's you're slightly mistaken. The prayer gesture is like the Western variant, and that is not a ever a gesture you can use to obtain an item, but you do typically get it from Magalhães in at least pre-patch. Oh no! Hold on. Let me guard this guy real quick. Hello. Very nice. Our spells are doing damage now. But yeah, Fam's correct. Thanks for the clarification, of course. Point blank range, it's pretty nasty. It's a pretty mean spell. Let us see. Let's press down over here towards this area. Alright, so we're all good now. No other items in the vicinity, so we can just circle back around towards that path. Just want to like to double check. And then we'll be making our way towards this other side. Into the depths. That's not quite enough to one-shot him, and he still rings his stupid drum. That guy. He self-destructed though, at least. No, no! Okay, you're taken care of as well. Now it's just this guy with the Lotus spells. Pretty annoying. I'm not gonna be able to really dodge through his Lotus stuff too quickly or too easily, so I'll just go through this first one. See if I can hit him. Nice. Okay. Fire off one more, please, good sir. Yeah, it's too rough to get that. It's fine. Go down! Iframes on the animation. That was sick. We never get good iframes like that in games like this. That was a welcome change. Wait, what? Oh, that's the Lotus guy talking. Oof. Grab all the goodies. All the things. Our magic's almost maxed out. Obviously, we can go on the weapon skill trees and try and do that there as well. Great. Walter says, nice area, wasn't too tough. The boss was a pain though. Oh, bow sorcerer was pretty rough. Harrison says, oh, are you doing the forest first and the temple later? Yes, I like to do the forest first because of the way you can kind of progress through the certain quest lines a little bit more effectively, and that makes a little bit more sense to me. And then we go to the temple. What is Nyansi Chong worried about? Oh, he's on the other side of it, hopefully. Yeah, I was like, why is he there? I do like to go through this area first, yeah. Even in the guide, it's gonna be this area first. Let's see. And those little stupid oysters behind me. Ah, I should have got both of them, dang it. I didn't get the iframes on that animation. Missing everybody here. Yeah, both sorcerer was a jerk, man. Now that that's over, let's go this way. Take out the clam. The oyster dudes. Oyster clam guys. Skyborn, I wish it was just a flat, like, hey, you gain it every 10 seconds or whatever, versus like sometimes and sometimes you don't. Because that can really affect the pace. Like I'm just standing around. Where'd your little butt come from? The other side already? We have another inner demon to face off with here in just a moment too. Getting her staggered's hard. Yeah, she moves a lot. Definitely does. Echo of Huan Young. Plus corruption. I'm gonna try ice because I remember on I know the spell she gives us is like ideal, but I am gonna try some ice because I love how much it does, how much damage it does to her. She's very weak to ice, and we do have a spell which could be useful. We're gonna try it out like I did in my first playthrough. I did use the it's just hard because she moves around a lot, like you said, and you have to pretty much initiate the attack where you're not gonna get damaged. Probably gonna end up having to swap it out and just go Frost Flame. The Frost Flame will absolutely eat her alive, so I'll definitely be doing that. Oh no, I forgot all about you. Right around the corner, that's what I'm talking about. All it needs one Skyborn Might. What a frustrating day today. Like as much as I love this game, it's just not the game. I think my the migraine really impacted me even after the fact. So annoying. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong so far. And that is so annoying. Alright. Another inner demon to take down. Nah, I don't have any heals anymore. I expected that to happen. Did you get the gunpowder spear? I haven't, but I hear it was good. Yeah, it's really good. The gunpowder spear is good because if you're good at your weapon swaps, you can pretty much ensure that any humanoid enemy gets turned around and then you can get a backstab. So it's excellent against bosses like even Hong Lan and all the humanoid enemies that you can spin around. It's really good. It guarantees a backstab essentially. So it's pretty solid. This is the slog that I hate, having to wait for Skyborn Might. Yo, yeah, he got me. I timed my first dodge pretty poorly there. Uh-oh, we don't have enough madness. No. That should take those two out. Or not. The fire damage didn't finish them off. Whoa, what was that? Did you see that? I got like knocked down. That was very interesting. It took forever. Let's run up here and bypass some of these enemies. We can go and kill the Despair Dogs and then try and face off with the bow sword on the Inner Demon. Before we end the stream. I would like to beat her if I could, but if not, it's fine. It's been a pretty rough stream today, honestly. Not feeling the best, and then that definitely adds to the frustration, but overall it's just more than anything because I just was in a fog like for half the stream, but I feel much better now. Now just like the remnants of it, just like the frustration, the sloppy gameplay, stuff like that. It's like, come on. I know I can do better, but it's fine. Where'd she go? Yikes. Oh my goodness. I think I missed her. Oh my goodness! I can't die here. We had such a great run. Dodge that! We want to stay crazy though, but thank you anyways. Brilliant red feather and some bow blood. What a tough, the Inner Demon fights are certainly getting tougher, but the one on the Inner the Marsh, she's the strongest we've faced off with so far, by far. I wonder how feathering attack impacts these guys. Pretty decent, actually. Pretty decent. And then we're going to end up with the Crystallized Red Mercury. We will be able to then open up all the shortcuts and come around the other way in due time. Actually be the next episode, in fact. But it's always best to go all the way around first, so we can open up all the shortcuts. Let's go ahead and level up. I'll catch up on chat, and then we will end the episode. Did he talk? No, I don't think he said anything. The Sovereign didn't say anything. He just went... he was saying something, but it was like during the fight. It wasn't like after he died kind of thing. So I don't entirely know. Honestly, I wish I beat the tiger before to get his echo. It would be great against the sorcerer. I used the echo of Sovereign to defeat the nightmare demon and Magus so quickly. Nice. Yeah, I think there's some strategy in getting those spells at different orders, but I definitely like the way the progression works in terms of the side quest and all that when you and the level design works from like the Avian Marsh first, because then you're able to access even the part of the rebel camp that you normally wouldn't be able to get to. And so you can then explore all the rest, get the matchstick and Glutz tokens if you haven't already. After you defeat the Zhen Wu guy, then you immediately just give the pill to the little butler's daughter, and then that entire quest line's done. So I like the way that feels a bit better, and that's why I've kind of written out the guide. So once we get to that part, you'll see how it plays out and why I like it so much. But anyways, oh, he does now. He does actually talk now. I'm assuming he would, yeah. They changed some of his item descriptions as well. I read that. It was ever so slightly changed, but in either case, I want to say thank y'all so much for tolerating my grumpy and bad mood today. You guys are awesome. Man, I'm telling you, migraines will kick your butt, especially if you had them for like 2-3 days. So, but I do appreciate you guys sticking through and enjoying the game alongside. This challenge run has been so much fun. Today, more than anything, we didn't have any more difficult challenges than we have before. It's just more so, I think that I was just a little off my game, but the Fang Ling fight was fantastic. Absolutely loved that. And looking forward to the Bow Sorcerer we have up ahead. It's only going to open up even more, and I think that the challenges are going to get greater, so it's going to be really exciting to see how the rest of this plays out. Based on the timing of when the Gamescom conference starts, I'll probably either be doing a reaction that's live alongside it, or it'll just be a reaction after the show is done, so we can get a complete, the complete show after the fact without any interruption, because I do always have to leave around a certain time so I can make sure I pick up my daughter from school and all that. But anyways, you guys are so awesome. I wanted to say thank you all so much, and again, thank you so much for tolerating me being so grumpy. It was rough, man. I felt so blah today. But I really want to say thank you guys for always just being there for me. You guys are awesome. The reason why I even do all of this. So I do look forward to continuing the challenge on Wednesday, and then hopefully beating it as soon as possible so we can also be working on the 100% guide, get that out of the way in preparation for Lost Soul Aside, which is coming out. And we have tons of games coming out in September. Chronos the New Dawn. We have potentially a DLC for Black Myth Wukong that may shadow drop. And then we have lots of other fun stuff along the way. So really excited about those games that we have for the rest of this month, going into September, and then ending September off with Silent Hill F. We'll go into October nice and easy until the 21st, where we then play Ninja Gaiden 4, which is obviously Ninja Gaiden is one of my favorite series. So we'll be really covering that extensively. And then we'll just see what else the year has to offer. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for always being so positive and helping me along this journey. And let's catch up on chat real quick. You played at my best. Good stream. Thank you so much, Walter. Matthias says, awesome stream as always. Inhuman. Thank you so much, Matthias. Rogue Bastion says, have a great day, mate. Take care, Bastion. Grunting Phantom says, GG's. Thanks for the stream. Keep up the good work. Thank y'all so much. Have a great rest of your night, guys. I will catch you guys on Wednesday. And again, if I hadn't already said it, thank y'all so much for being the best part of the channel. Really, honestly, just y'all being here helped me feel much better. You know, I feel so much better with you guys here. I was just feeling terrible this morning, and that nasty, groggy, foggy mind feeling. Over time, we were able to stay engaged and chat, and it got my mind off it all. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much again. But you guys are awesome. I really do appreciate it. More than you know. It means a lot. This week's kind of tough for me as well, kind of mentally, emotionally, because I got my mom going into surgery and stuff, and it's like, I think that's part of my irritability and stuff too. But thank you guys for allowing me to be vulnerable. You know, it means so much, especially whenever it's hard to find great people